Beautiful rising, y'all. It's a beautiful day to be a part of the collective, y'all. It is a beautiful day. Oh, 7:17. Awesome. A beautiful day, y'all, to be a part of the collective. A beautiful day to be here on this here earth, on this here plane. I hope y'all are having a beautiful day, y'all. Let me know who I got in my chats, child. I'm getting y'all pulled up on the other phone. I hope y'all are having an amazing morning. Some folk didn't make it to this beautiful Tuesday, but at least you're here, okay? Oh, y'all, I'm tired. Well, at least my voice tired, I should say. My body not tired, but my voice tired. Y'all know I talk every day, all day. Nevertheless, we are here. I'm sure she will get warmed up in a minute. My voice is like an old car. Somebody, your granddad had an old Chevy Impala. Somebody, your granddaddy had a Chevy Impala, right? My voice is like his car, child. You might have to hit the gas a little bit. What is it? Get a transmission, some gas, the carburetor. Y'all know, oh, my first car had a carburetor, y'all. And we had to you gotta pump the gas a couple times before you start the car, right? So if you my age, you got to pump the gas before you start the car, child. Okay. Y'all remember the carburetors, y'all. My first car, well, my second car in college was a 1975 Chevy Malibu Grand Prix, y'all. Y'all know the lady is crazy, y'all, because y'all know I had like a pimp car. The thing had like dark tinted windows, but it's what I could afford. I said, Daddy, I got $3,000. I worked one summer, y'all. My daddy said, go to college. After your freshman year, you can get a car. I said, okay. So I worked. Now, my first car, y'all, my grandma got me. I'm telling you, y'all, I grew up in the hood, but I was like middle class hood. Right? You got a visual of your granddaddy doing that, Samantha. Hey, Deja. We be pumping it. You be like, Granddaddy, why is you pumping the gas like that? You know, these new cars, you ain't got to do that, y'all. Right? But I say that to say my very first car was a 1974 Ford Granada, y'all. And my grandma got me that car my senior year. My grandma paid, I think, $1,000 or $1,500, y'all, for that car. And for us, a black girl in the hood, I was the only one with a car, y'all. And that thing, it was blue, y'all. It was made just like a square box. Somebody, you need to Google 1974 Ford Granada. You are going to fall out. I'm telling you, y'all, that was my first car. The back doors didn't you couldn't let yourself out. The back doors was like the police where you couldn't. I don't know why, it just didn't work, y'all. So people used to clown me. I say, but look, we ride, Nana. Y'all ain't got no car, right? I like my little Ford Granada. Damn it. Then I worked for my 1975 Chevy Malibu. All right. I worked my ass off that summer. My daddy said $3,000, baby, we'll get you a car. I said, okay, daddy. I worked the summer after my freshman year in college, and we went and got me that damn car. That car actually, y'all, lasted me damn near through college. But I ended up selling it and getting something nicer because it looked like a boy car. So every time I drove that car, y'all, people be like, "Can I buy your car? Can I buy your car?" And I'm like, "What?" Let's get into the energy, y'all. Today is June 23rd, y'all, 2026. Today's vibe is the balancing act. All right. Somebody, maybe you feel like you juggling, you balancing. Put 777 in the comments, y'all. It's 721. All right. 7 times 321. That's 777. All right. So let's talk about it, y'all. The moon is in Libra, which is setting a romantic harmony seeking tone all day, right? This is Venus ruled energy, y'all, at its finest, which is making connections, right? And beauty feel essential. Ladies, I feel like you just been wanting to go do something for yourself, right? You feel like you need to go get your nails done, need to go get your hair done, need to go get your lashes done, need to go get a facial. It's that energy, y'all, of Libra where it is said you have neglected yourself for too long, right? So now you feel this urge to begin to pour back into yourself because you stopped doing that a long time ago, right? So it's now about making connections, right? that feel essential to really who you are. But see, there's a catch, y'all, because the moon is squaring Mercury in Cancer. And this is also creating a communication friction point, right? Communication friction point, y'all. You want peace, but feelings are running high and words may land sideways. Let me tell you, y'all, anytime you communicate with people, this is what I'm hearing. They can only hear you based on their brokenness. So you can say something, y'all, that is heartfelt. You can say something that is meant to truly change the direction of relationships in a more positive way that actually ends up making it worse for a few days until the person can receive the energy in which you sent the message, delivered the message, or spoke it, right? This is about communication, y'all. See, a lot of times you may question, right? Like, should I have sent the message? Should I have said it that way? Let me tell you something about truth, y'all, right? If you are walking in truth and authenticity, nothing you says is wrong. It's your truth. And as long as you deliver the message with compassion, then it's okay. Now, how somebody receives it is based on their energy. And that you can't do anything about that, y'all. So as you begin to understand communication, right, with this moon squaring Mercury in Cancer, there may be a friction point, but you just have to stay honest and true to yourself. All right. Moon in Libra squares Mercury in Cancer. So the main event, y'all, is misunderstandings are more likely today. People are sensitive and may read too much into things. But the fix is this, y'all. Pause before responding. Be gentle. And if a conversation goes sideways, y'all, table it and revisit it later when the air has cleared. See, a lot of times, thank you, love. A lot of times it's like you want to have a conversation now, right? Thank you. Thank you, horny girl six, right? Sometimes you want to have the conversation now. But what if now isn't the best time to get the response that you need, right? Sometimes having a conversation now, y'all, means that you finna get somebody reaction when what you really need is a heartfelt, thoughtful response, right? All right, so let's talk about it, y'all. Sometimes you got to table that shit and come back later. And I'm going to tell you, if you were trying to force a conversation or you're dealing with someone who is trying to force a conversation, that is the spirit of control. It's control. You can't control when somebody else is ready to have a conversation. If your true desire it's authentic communication, then you gonna take it when it comes, y'all. All right, double tap the screen, y'all, like the video. Venus in Leo, y'all, is building. It's about building, right? Major transits today, right? Venus in Leo is trining Saturn, y'all, which is about building a beautiful slow burn transit, y'all, gaining strength this week, right? Is quietly asking, is this love? Is this job? Is this relationship? Is this friendship? Is it built to last, right? See, because Leo is now trining in Saturn, this is about building, y'all. This is about understanding what it is that you want, setting the foundation and then building upon it, right? But you got to set the foundation. So it is a slow burn energy because it's gaining the strength to say, you know what? Is this built to last? Right? Bold romance, y'all, meets real commitment. But what you got to understand is it's great for having honest conversations, y'all, about where things are heading. If you've ever talked to friends, y'all, and let me tell you, because it's not always love, sometimes it's your siblings, right? I don't care who the relationship is with, y'all. And I tell you, until you can open your perspective and hear these messages from many viewpoints, right? It's not your ex, it's not your king, it's not your queen, it's everybody, y'all. The energy is collective. I may talk today and hit on 5 people in your life as long as you're open to hear it. So you got to be able to open, because God delivers the messages so that you can understand everybody. But a lot of times we are so focused on one particular situation, you miss the messages, y'all. All right. So today you got to listen up, y'all, because it's a great day to have honest conversations about where things are heading. And if you have friendships in your life and y'all aren't seeing eye to eye, you can't be friends with these people, y'all. If it's your mama, your siblings, it doesn't matter. People who do not resonate with where it is that God is taking you cannot be with you. And that's why you have to understand where they are. And it's not always about love, right? It's not always about a man or a woman. It's about any relationship in your life, y'all. Energy is energy. All right. So the overall, y'all, is emotionally charged energy today. All right. Today rewards those who lead with empathy and listen more than they speak. There's major transitions taking place tomorrow as well, y'all. All right. Show love through actions. Show love through actions. This is the fire horse energy. And now that we are halfway through the year, summer solstice is already taking place. Now it's time to move forward, y'all. And if you are still stuck in a place in your life where you just cannot understand why you are not where you know you should be, let's talk about it, y'all. All right, let's get into the energy, y'all. All right, let's talk about it. You got to understand, do you address situations head on, or are you not confronting some of the issues, y'all, of your past? Let's talk about it. Today's message, y'all, we're going to start off with past life, what it looks like in the 5D, right? And then how it's showing up right now. Let's get into the energy, y'all. I am the Lady Empath, 1111, y'all. Welcome to the live, y'all. All right. Welcome to Queen of Kings guidance, y'all. Where behind every king is his queen, y'all, and that is us, the divine feminine. Of course, our kings are the divine masculine, y'all. All right, we're men and women of God. I don't believe in nothing crazy. I rarely look at the comments. If I do, then that means God told me to look up, because I do channel. All right, I am not a tarot card reader. I read the Bible, I read books, I read people for a living, child. I read numbers for a living, child. I'm an analyst, a CPA. I read people for a living, child, because I'm a coach. And I read tarot cards because they're beautiful pictures. And I'm a creative artist, and I'm sensitive about my shit. Hey, y'all. How y'all doing? Let's get into the energy, y'all. All right, y'all know the rules and the regulations. Y'all double tap the screen, like the video if you are enjoying the content. What that does, y'all, is it helps the algorithm get out, right? So that everybody can say, hey, y'all, she live. Let's get some messages, y'all. All right, so I want to look at the past life clearing first, how that's showing up or what you need to know. Now, why is past life important, y'all? Past life does not only denote several lifetimes ago, but it still shows up in this lifetime, y'all, in different ways. See, whatever it is that you're breaking in past lives, generational curses, hello, right? They're still going to show up in this lifetime until you do something about it. All right. So we got to get to the core of healing, y'all. I tell people I'm not a prophet or a prophetess because they see only into the future. And many people do not understand those future messages are never going to materialize in your life until you align yourself today. I'm a seer. I'm going to tell you about past, present, and future, because at that point, you need to decide what you're going to do. Hello. Let's get into the energy, y'all. All right, what does this past life clearing looks like for the collective? All right, angels, beautiful. Somebody, you've always had a connection with angels. I'm talking about it, y'all. Somebody, you have always had a very deep connection with angels. Somebody is Bible, literally. Somebody, you're very biblical, right? Very, somebody could be a carpenter. Shit, now I'm seeing Jesus. Y'all stop playing, right? But somebody like you are, you're very by the book, and that's how you were raised. And that is why, y'all, like somebody, I'm seeing a baby that your mother used to say something about mirrors, because I heard something about, and I don't know if this is like somebody's conversation, because I heard she see things in the mirror. That's what I heard. I don't know what the hell that means. She sees things in the mirror, but you were like a little girl, right? And I see some, or boy, take it how it resonates, because I'm just seeing a child, right? Like a vision of a child. And it's like your mother, whoever this is, it was an angel that you would always communicate with in your room. Like, y'all know how babies be laughing and giggling in they sleep, y'all. I watched Gigi baby yesterday sleeping. She was just laughing and giggling. I said, you talking to grandma, which would be her great great grandmother. No, her great grandmother. No, yeah, her great great grandmother. Yeah, my grandmother who has passed on. And she was just laughing and giggling, y'all. And I say, oh, look, forgiveness, y'all. Somebody, you dealing with a lot of past life forgiveness in this lifetime. Somebody, you could have a connection with birds, doves, or you always see birds and feathers, because that's another past life connection you have here, y'all. Yeah, somebody, that's a past life connection. Hey, y'all, we got 90 people watching. Can you please double tap the screen? All right, so that the messages go out. Somebody in the past life, you're understanding now that you had some type of insight, spiritual guidance when it comes to angels, right? You're very connected to biblical knowledge. See, it doesn't necessarily mean that you're connected to the Bible. What this means, y'all, is that you are connected to biblical knowledge. What that means is that you're learned, right? Like maybe you have multiple degrees, or you find yourself reading. Because the thing about the Bible is, y'all, the Bible is a bunch of fucking hyperboles. Hello. Right? Folklore, right? Parables, right? Like the damn Bible has everything going on in it, y'all. So if you are truly to discern the Bible, then you really do have to be knowledgeable, y'all. And that's why so many people use the Bible incorrectly, because they were ignorant, simply uneducated, y'all. Simply uneducated. If you give an ignorant person any type of book, they are not going to be able to interpret something that they do not truly understand, because of lack of their own knowledge, right? So when the Bible says my people perish for lack of knowledge, right, it's because they're ignorant. They don't go to school, they don't read, right? So somebody, even in your past life, you were connected to angels, the Bible, and you were brought to this world to teach people forgiveness, y'all. That's beautiful. All right, let's get two more before we see how this looks like, or what this looks like in the 5D. All right. All right, the next message is, oh, child, say that, y'all. That thing says lessons and blessings. I love it. Lessons and blessings, y'all, on what? Timing. Somebody, your granddaddy had a pocket watch. Now I'm seeing the war. Somebody, you had a grandfather that was a POW, or somebody who was in, like, I'm saying like way back, y'all, like World War One, World War Two, like way back, y'all. And it always has something to do with time. A pocket watch is very significant. I heard lessons, but I heard karmic lessons and blessings. Y'all, you know what this is for somebody? You have a past life, and I'm gonna tell you, y'all, this could be individual, right? Or you can take it as one message. But for this particular person, you are a blessing to people. And because of that, you teach people a very difficult lesson, y'all. You dish out karma like no other. And let me tell you why. Because you forgive people easy. That's me, y'all. I hold no grudge against no man. No man, y'all. There is not one person on this God-given earth right now that I can say I hold a grudge against. No man, y'all. I forgive people. Because when you fuck with me, the lesson is your karma, y'all. So when you understand that, you forgive people, because when God get them, child, God ain't gonna let them go. I'm seeing a Rottweiler or a pit bull with a damn toy stuffed animal in their mouth, shaking it, y'all. A toy stuffed animal. I'm talking about jaws locked, y'all. That's what I'm envisioning. Somebody, your spirit guys, they like a Rottweiler. I'm talking about a pit bull. So when they lock in on your enemies, you ain't got to worry about it, y'all. That's why you can forgive people so easily. Somebody, you even hate yourself or hated yourself because you would just forgive people. But you knew that when you held the energy in, it created a level of anxiety. So it's like you said, you know what? It's just better to forgive, y'all. But some people don't understand how you have that ability. Right? Like somebody don't even understand how you have the ability, because you understand that the lesson you are here to bring people is in your ability to still be a blessing. Right? And if you start treating people the way they treat you, then you no longer are what? That blessing. Beautiful energy this morning, y'all. Beautiful energy. I love that. Somebody, this is past life. All right, let's get one more. God gave me this message yesterday about past life. Y'all know I put my titles up a whole day before, right? And then the cards just come out. Somebody, trust and faith, y'all. Beautiful, y'all. I'm so happy. Oh my God, y'all. God told me yesterday when I put the thumbnail up, we're going to talk about past life, how that's showing up in the 5D and what it looks like in the 3D for you. Somebody, girl, it's your faith. King, it's your faith. Queen, it's your faith. Good at things say trust and faith, y'all. Trust and faith, y'all. Double down. Like somebody, it's like when people throw shit at you, you double down on your faith and your trust in God, y'all. That's me. Hey, y'all, double click the screen, y'all. Make sure you give the video a thumbs up, y'all. All right, all you got to do is hit it twice right quick. I know y'all are at work or you could be driving, okay? Let me tell you, y'all, your trust and faith has literally allowed people to learn so many lessons. Why? Because forgiveness means that you don't care about people. Forgiveness means that you don't care about people, y'all. See, the only time that you hold on to unforgiveness is because you really care about them people. You don't care about people. When your faith and trust is in God, you forgive people. And it don't mean that you be around them. It don't mean you talk to them, y'all. I have people in my life I have permanently cut off. Like I have no desire, and I can tell you right now, I will never again in life speak to some people. Never, ever. I don't care if they live to they 100 and I live till I'm 200. Never. But that doesn't mean that I haven't forgiven them because my trust and faith is in God, not in man. Right? When your trust, look, wisdom at the bottom. Somebody, you a unicorn. Somebody, you are a unicorn. It's like your wisdom, y'all, has given you some type of knowledge, even past life, y'all. Past life, you always were very wise. Wisdom, y'all, makes you stand out. Somebody, you're a unicorn. Somebody, you believe in unicorns. Or you used to play with unicorns, y'all. Because in a past life, you always had, I heard this mystical, magical wisdom. Mystical, magical wisdom, y'all. Somebody, you got a lot of wisdom within you. All right. So I want to see how this is showing up, right, spiritually for you at this time. And then we're going to see how it shows up in the natural. All right. Let's tap in, y'all. Welcome to the live, y'all. I am the Lady Empath 1111, y'all. Double tap the screen if you are enjoying the content. I am live Monday through Friday at 7:15, y'all, for your daily guidance. This is based on astrology. Why? Because now we are in Cancer season, y'all. And Cancer is emotional. Cancer says that I can no longer not have what it is that I desire when I know that I have set the intention in the past life to come here with a purpose in my heart. And I have to be able to fulfill it. And when people, places, and things are in your life that are counterproductive or restricting what it is that God has literally sent you here to do, you got to clear it. But you got to understand it before you clear it. All right, let's talk about it. What's angels? What is this angels in the 5D? What's the 5D message about angels? All right, y'all, stop playing. Somebody, your grandmother is a whole angel and she is teaching you emotional mastery. Somebody's favorite color is purple. Y'all, look at that. That thing says angels. Angels, y'all. Somebody, it's your grandmama. Look at this older woman. Stop playing. And the card fell on the floor. Oh, we don't even need that card. That's why it fell on the floor. All right, y'all. Somebody, you are overcoming, right? A lot. And you have a grandmother, y'all. It says no amount of material success can bring lasting peace if you haven't cultivated within. No matter how great your external ambitions may be, remember that mastery of your inner world is the ultimate achievement. Somebody, even in your past life, you had mastered your inner world. Look, infinite self is clarifying biblical, y'all. I cannot make it up. Somebody, you always believed in the infinite self. You always knew that there was more. Even when they told you to read the Bible, you knew that it was still an infinite self. You never believed that that spirituality or even religion was condensed to one book. That's stupid. That's stupid. So for whoever this is, y'all, you understood that the infinite self, y'all, is honestly about everything. It says the path to abundance is not about, I love it, is not about acquiring more, but about uncovering the infinite potential within you as you journey inward. Somebody, you knew that this was a journey to self. You just knew it, y'all. You knew that you were supposed to be here to understand the infinite self and journey inward, and then to discover that your true self is limitless outside of the Bible, right? Capable of manifesting everything that you have envisioned. That's beautiful, y'all. That's beautiful. Somebody, you were sent here for that. Like, you were sent here to question everything. I love it. Because you should. You should just listen to what people tell you and say, oh, okay. If I don't keep the 10 commandments, I'm going to die and go to hell. Okay. If I don't pray and bend at certain times and hours of the day and kneel, then I stop playing, y'all. You start questioning that shit. You start believing in the infinite self. You begin to understand that God is within. You begin to understand that it wasn't about a man or a woman standing in no pulpit. It wasn't about no confessional to no damn priest that was molesting kids. It was none of that. You understood that spirituality or religion was much bigger. You actually read the Bible for what it was, y'all, because the Bible is actually a great book, just like any great book, bitch. Romeo and Juliet, god damn, Shakespeare, motherfucker. All of it is great works of art. That's it. Not something that you were supposed to guide your life by. That's stupid. You govern your life by God because God is within. God gonna always tell you don't kill, don't steal, don't destroy, don't lie. God gonna tell you that, y'all. You ain't need no damn man in no book to tell you that dumb shit. You never needed that, y'all. You always understood the wisdom of God came from within the infinite self. I love that. Thank you, Veronica. You understood, y'all, that the wisdom of God comes from the infinite self. It's beautiful, y'all. All right, what's forgiveness? All right, forgiveness, y'all, is a blocked heart. Say that, y'all. Somebody, you understand. This is 5D, y'all. This is God. You understand that forgiveness only blocks your heart. See, I'm going to tell you, y'all, a lot of lessons, we don't know that we're learning them because they're 5D. This is God, y'all. This is like how God is showing up in your life, but it manifests in the 3D. We're gonna see how it manifests in the 3D in a minute, y'all. But it is, y'all. So somebody, even at the 5D God, you understood that if you didn't forgive people, y'all, all you would do was block your own blessings. That causes a block heart. I love it, y'all. That thing says many abundance blocks are not external. I could never make it up. Beautiful God. God, I thank you. I'm talking about it, y'all. God be God. Stop playing, y'all. My spirit guys don't fucking play. It says many abundance blocks are not external. They are emotional imprints from past experiences. If money, love, or success feel just out of reach, look within. What past wounds are blocking your ability to receive? What is that? Forgiveness, y'all. If you harbor unforgiveness in your heart, you only block your heart. But manifestations come from what? The heart. Why? Because the heart is the center of your chakra system, y'all. You cannot say you love God and you ain't got heart love in your heart. You cannot say that you want wealth, financial stability, riches, and you don't have love in your heart. So that's why blocked heart is at the center, and forgiveness, y'all. Beautiful. I'm talking about it. Somebody, you understand, even through God on the 5D, that if your heart is blocked, you are not going to manifest anything into your life. Thank you, Tanya. Hey, Tanya, I ain't seen you in a minute, girl. Hey. All right. So somebody, you're learning the lessons and blessings, y'all. Why? Ooh, desperate decisions, y'all. Stop playing. Somebody, clarifying lessons and blessings is, remember, y'all, God don't ever miss. See the clock? I told y'all. Remember the clock, y'all. Hey, 82 people watching double tap, y'all. The closer we get the likes up, y'all, the more the messages get out. If you just sit here and monitor, please double click or go away. That's all I'm gonna say. All right, lessons and blessings. So somebody, you understand when you made decisions against the clock, what is that? A desperate ass decision, y'all. I could never, y'all. That thing says action taken, from a place of fear or desperation rather than inspiration may yield undesirable results. Before proceeding on your journey, examine your motivations and shift your energy as needed. Somebody, you learned the lesson in not making desperate decisions, y'all. God be telling you to slow down, y'all. 646, 6 is harmony, y'all. 4 is stability. And you cannot make decisions if you are not harmonious within. If you cannot create harmony within, don't make no decision. If you got to make a decision and you get butterflies, if you got to make a decision and your heart speeds up, if you got to make a decision and you begin to have visceral effects in your body, visible, right? Visible, visceral effects in your body, then you don't need to make the decision, y'all. It's literally your body saying, don't do it, don't do it. Listen to me, listen to me. What is that? God. 747, y'all. 7 is spirituality, 4 is decision making. Stability. I'm sorry, for stability, right? So when you were trying to bring stability, the foundation into your life, then guess what? You need to ask God first. And a lot of times, y'all, we want to make a decision. The lesson, y'all, somebody, you learned a lesson in making desperate decisions. Somebody, you made decisions. And God said, don't you ever do that again. Somebody, that was a lesson. It was a lesson and a blessing in making desperate decisions, y'all. Somebody, you learning how to trust and have faith. All right, what's trust and have faith in the 5D? What's trust and have faith? Y'all stop, say that, y'all. I could never make it up, y'all. Double tap the screen, y'all. Fortunate timing. Somebody, it's time. I told you, it is time, y'all. When you understand the lessons and the blessings and you stop making desperate decisions, then you walk into what God's timing, y'all. Is 111 people. Put 111 in the comments, y'all. 111. When you align, y'all, with God, right? Intuition. 111 means intuition, right? New beginnings, right? You listening to God, y'all. Somebody, there's fortunate timing. It says the path ahead is lined with gold, and the energy around you is prime. Y'all, I just had a whole power surge, y'all. My electricity just went off, y'all. It just came back on. But I just had a whole power surge, y'all. Y'all see it got dark. My light, my ring light, y'all, and the jets just cut on in my tub, y'all. What the hell? That is in somebody's sign, y'all. Like literally somebody's sign. Y'all, first of all, the power went off. It came back on. Then my tub is jetted, but the jets came on, y'all. And ain't shit on in my tub. Y'all stop playing. Somebody, God said it is your time. Fortunate timing, y'all. Somebody, you've been waiting on it. And whatever you've been waiting on, it's time. I could never make it up, y'all. Oh my God. Y'all, that is insane. Somebody, it's time. And I'm going to tell you, y'all, I might be glitching because now my router and stuff is going to have to restart. All right. But somebody, look, wisdom, y'all, is at the bottom of the deck. It's like, God, you understood that you needed wisdom in whatever this is that you've been doing, y'all. Wisdom, y'all. Why? Radiate love. I love it, y'all. Radiate love. You understood that even though whatever was taking place, y'all, you still was what? Radiating love. You understood that through wisdom, right? All you had to do was continue to align yourself, y'all, with what God wants for you. I love it, y'all. So somebody, let's see what this looks like in the 3D, y'all. Welcome to the live, y'all. All right, make sure y'all double tap, y'all. We got 124 people watching, 74 thumbs up. If you are enjoying the content, y'all, please give it a thumbs up. Now, if you ain't enjoying the content, then feel free to usher yourself down the aisle, or the ushers can escort you out. All right, y'all, let's get into the energy. All right, let's see, what does this look like now? All right, how is this energy showing up in your life right now? All right, so let's look at angels and mastery. All right, angels and mastery. What does that look like? Girl, stop playing. Healing. Say that, y'all. Oshun, sage. Oshun of healing. Y'all, we've been talking about the wounded healer, y'all. The wounded healer. We've been talking about that, y'all. You got to understand, when you begin to radiate a measure of love within yourself, you are no longer that person. Somebody, you have left that wounded energy, and now you have mastered your own emotions, y'all. Somebody, you mastered your emotions, and that's what's taking you into infinite abundance, y'all. Somebody, everything you lost is being restored. All of the compassion that you gave out to other people. Somebody, you've been saging, you've been burning, y'all. You've been praying to God to literally understand yourself and your own guidance, y'all. See, a lot of times when we go to external people for guidance, y'all, we do not understand how God is showing up in our life. What you got to understand, y'all, is that you, right, are the wounded healer. But at the time you begin to turn that energy back towards you and you master your own emotions, now you learn your own angels, y'all. You don't need nobody when you become the secret of knowledge. When you become the keeper of knowledge, y'all, you listen to your angels. You don't need other people. Now, I'm going to tell you, I can guarantee you people fighting against that, y'all. Thank you, Jazz. Because now people say, well, damn, why the collective ain't asking me no questions? Why she ain't coming to me for advice? Why he not coming to me for advice, y'all? But you begin to understand that you can restore yourself through your own emotional mastery. Guess what happened, y'all? You stop popping off. You stop popping off. You stop trying to prove yourself to people. You did, right? You begin to restore, and you what? Master your emotions, y'all. Sometimes, because y'all know sometimes I pop off at these people on here, but I ain't even looking at these comments, y'all, right? So I say that to say, y'all, a lot of times you got to understand emotional mastery. Some days you should pop off at people, some days just ignore it, right? I don't even know, right? But I will say this: emotional mastery, y'all. So somebody, you're learning how to be that master of your own emotions. Let's see what infinite self is. How is that showing up? All right, in the 3D. How is the infinite self showing up in the 3D? Girl, stop playing. You let that shit go. Say that, y'all. Somebody biblical is here. You let go of that biblical shit. You begin to understand your infinite self. Why? God is within. And guess what happened, y'all? You surrendered. Beautiful. Beautiful, y'all. Guess what happened? You surrender. At the point you surrendered it, y'all, your whole life changes. That thing say letting go, acceptance, and detachment. Somebody, you detached. Yeah, you detached. Oh, 42 could be significant, or 14, y'all. Somebody, you let go, you detached, and you begin to accept it. I'm gonna show you what that looked like in relationships, y'all. All right, let's see. What's forgiveness with a blocked heart? Look, now you desire. Say that, y'all. Desire, y'all. Beautiful. That thing says passion, longing, and drive, y'all. Somebody, you restored all of the passion in your heart when you started forgiving people, y'all. Forgiveness. When you started forgiving people, you said, you know what? I do not have to live with a blocked heart. I can truly have the desire, the passion, and the longing and the drive to do exactly what it is that God called me to do, y'all. October the 14th could be significant, y'all. So somebody, now you restored the passion, the longing, and the drive in your own life. Why? Because you started forgiving yourself and others. It don't mean you took them back. It don't mean you talked to them. It means that you understood only thing you were doing was blocking your heart. So somebody, right now, you finna get the desires of your heart, y'all. That's in the middle. Forgiveness, block heart, and then Oshun's desire, y'all. Somebody, your passions, your longing, and your drive is increasing because you forgave yourself. What's lessons and blessings with desperate decisions? Stop playing. I knew that shit was gonna come out. Envy. Envy, y'all. See, somebody, I told you, people who envy you, they get karma, y'all. I told you, you come with lessons and blessings, y'all. But when you begin to take it into your hand by making desperate decisions, then you're not letting God teach people the lesson. But at the point you stop, guess what? Now you see the snakes, y'all. Stop playing. Somebody, you see people, y'all. You see the jealousy, you see the envy, and now you see the inadequacy of others that they tried to project onto you, y'all. Somebody, you see it. It's fortunate timing. All right. Let's get one more, y'all, and we're going to see what this looks like in the 3D, y'all. So somebody, there's fortunate timing in your life right now. What's that being clarified? But of course, y'all, Oshun, Mother's milk. Beautiful, y'all. Mother's milk, y'all. Somebody, it's your time. It's your time to be able to receive whatever it is that the universe has in store for you, y'all. Double tap the screen if it's your time. All right, double tap the screen if you receive this blessing. Big hearts in the chat, y'all. If you receive the blessing that Oshun has for you, y'all, that God has for you. You are being nurtured right now, y'all. It says nurturing, harvest, and prosperity, y'all. Coming up under what? Trust and faith and fortunate timing. It's coming right up under fortunate timing, y'all. Look at the bottom of the deck, y'all. That thing says Oshun of miracles, divine synchronicity, unexpected blessings, and hope. Don't give up hope, y'all, because somebody it is. You are literally right now in divine timing. All right, y'all. I want to see what this looks like in the 3D. Now, what do we need to know as far as how this shows up in relationships in our life? Woo, girl, y'all ready? I don't know if we ready, y'all. All right, let's get to it, y'all. It is 7:57, y'all. 7 is spirituality and 5 is change. Welcome to live, y'all. I am the Lady Empath 1111, y'all. It's your daily astrology, love, life, and relationships. All right. We start at 7:15. We start with spiritual guidance first, astrology, and now we finna get into this tea, y'all. Stop playing. So what does this look like every day, y'all, in your everyday life? Let's talk about it, y'all. So as these angels have been guiding you, y'all, you've been learning how to master your emotions. Now, I'm a little afraid to see why you had to master your emotions, y'all. Let's see. All right, what's emotional mastery with Oshun Healing Sage? All right, what is this energy, y'all? All right, y'all. Somebody, marriage vows. Somebody, you finna get a big break. Girl, your wedding finna be invite only. Stop playing. And somebody, you used to be dealing with someone who was keeping you a secret. Somebody, this person thought that they could hide the feelings for you, y'all. I could never make it up. What the hell we got going on here, y'all? Angels, y'all, somebody, God said you finna get a whole miracle, y'all. That thing say marriage vows, big break, invite only. Somebody, I can never make it up. Your grandmother, whatever this emotional mastery is, y'all, it's like as soon as you come out of or have come out of past, present, future, take it however you are on this timeline, y'all. Look, somebody finna make a move. You crazy, y'all. Somebody, you about to make a move, divine feminine. That thing says marriage vows, big break, and invite only. Somebody, you finna have a gold, black, and white wedding. Yes. Gold, black, and white. It's gonna be invite only, girl. That thing say the real action isn't happening in public. Why? I told y'all secret, y'all. Somebody, your person keeping this a damn secret that they want to marry you. The fuck we got going over here, y'all. That thing says the real action isn't happening in public. Behind the scenes, the inner circle already has been chosen. Why? Because you learn how to somebody, Miss Siobhan. I'm talking about it, y'all. Somebody, this man here say marriage vows, y'all. That thing say big break. A major moment is brewing. This could be the launch, the offer, or the shout out that changes everything, y'all. Somebody, you might want to watch social media. I don't know, shout out could be significant, y'all. It says they thought that they could hide it, but whispers are growing louder. Y'all, somebody been trying to hide that. That's crazy. Y'all. I did not expect to see that come out, y'all. That is insane. Look, share spaces at the bottom of the deck with ride or die, y'all. How did we get into love that quick? I'm clarifying the first damn card, y'all. Somebody, you already live with this person, or this person wants to share space with you. All right, y'all. That thing says whether it's moving in or feeling like home in each other's presence, you're aligning on a domestic level, y'all. You this person's ride or die. Oh, okay. Now I see this in the relationship, y'all. See, this is a man. Y'all got a past life together. He is very biblical, y'all. See, the biblical is all masculine energy. The angels is all feminine energy. You are very spiritual. He is very logical, y'all. This is a man who is now understanding his infinite self. So he had to let go and surrender something, y'all. Oh, yeah, y'all. Somebody had to surrender and let go. What is this energy? All right, let's clarify. So what did the masculine in this energy have to let go of? What's surrender and let go then? Letting go, acceptance, and detachment, y'all. Court official. Mm. Somebody could be a lawyer, a judge, a mediator, a counselor, therapist could be significant, y'all. Somebody could work for the school board. Great fortune. Y'all, somebody had to look at themselves and say, if they really wanted to usher you into fortune, what you got to do, y'all? You got to make it official. You can't be nobody's side chick, y'all. Like you ain't nobody girlfriend, y'all. So if you really want the fortune that God has for you, especially when it comes to relationships, then you got to make that shit official, y'all. You got a masculine in your energy that is now sitting with the infinite self and understanding that something has to be official for y'all to receive great fortune, y'all. That says fulfillment, contentment. Brown liquor at the bottom of the deck, y'all. Somebody you like that, Hennessy? Remy VSOP, stop playing, y'all. Somebody, you're an artist. I heard this person wants to create with you, y'all. They want to create with you. Someone you could be a braider, someone you could have braids in your hair. What's the infinite self with this masculine energy? Yeah, motherfucker. I can't make it up, y'all. Beautiful. The energy is beautiful today, y'all. I don't know what we got going on, child. Somebody, you finna fall in love. Somebody, you might have a new person. That thing says whether they saw it coming or not, the heart's getting involved, y'all, and it's getting deep fast. This is more than a fling. Somebody, you might not have met this person yet. I'm telling you, y'all. Like somebody, maybe you done seen this person once or twice. If this is your person, then fine. But somebody, y'all don't even know this person because falling in love is here, y'all. So somebody, I don't know what the hell you manifesting over there, but both of y'all are manifesting each other because this is a masculine who now understands his infinite self, y'all. Somebody was chasing clout instead of love. Somebody was chasing clout, y'all, instead of love. And now they understand it. That thing says they're addicted to attention. And that thirst is starting to show. The spotlight, the goal, y'all. See, a lot of times, y'all, there are people around you, is what I'm hearing God say, that's chasing your star. See, I see the collective in this star energy, y'all. And there are so many people that are chasing you because you understand your infinite self and the power of your energy, y'all. When you understand your energy, guess what? People understand your energy too, y'all. Somebody, you got a lot of people around you that's chasing clout because they simply want to be in your energy, y'all. See, the spotlight is the goal, even if it means faking the whole storyline. Somebody, you got fake people around you, and as you master your emotions and your masculine masters their infinite self, or this could just be you if you're single, mastering your own masculine and feminine energy, you're now beginning to see that people around y'all are chasing clout, y'all. Somebody, you got a bunch of damn clout chasers because this is you though, y'all. See, you are radiating love and you have a spiritual contract, y'all. You radiating love and you have a spiritual contract. And because of that, people can feel it, y'all. People can always feel it when you're radiating love, y'all. That's why they want to be a part in your life. You got to think, don't nobody want to be around somebody who ain't got shit. So if you got people around you and they trying to be around you, it's because they see what you got and you manifesting into your life. Y'all, this shit is beautiful today. I'm talking about ain't no bad cards coming out, y'all. Y'all gonna be a power couple, y'all. A power couple. And y'all gonna start off as friends, y'all. See, friend zone ain't bad. It's like y'all, you and this person are friends at the core. And I'm gonna tell you, y'all, you want to be friends with somebody first. Right? You want to be friends first so that then friends turn into power couples, y'all. If you can't talk to your person about anything, y'all not friends. If you can't take your person's advice and they don't take your advice, y'all aren't friends. So you have to understand the nature of the relationship. You should want to be friends, y'all, with your person. I wonder why forgiveness is here, y'all. So something could have happened in the past, right? Where, oh yeah, somebody, you were scammed. Yeah. Somebody, you were scammed by somebody in your purse, masculine or feminine, take it how it resonates. See, I was just about to clarify forgiveness, y'all. See, somebody, if you did not forgive, you would have still been living in a blocked heart because you had a scammer. Scam alert, y'all. Money matters. Twin flame in the reverse. Y'all know that's been coming out, y'all, right? Where you've been scammed by these fake people pretending to be your twin flames, y'all. Not everybody is your person. And when you realize that your person absolutely is a part of your morals, your integrity, and your character, then someone who is not aligned with you ain't your person, y'all. Somebody, you got a scammer that's not your person. This person is only concerned with money. And I'm gonna tell you, y'all, as a collective, when you listen to messages, you can listen to one message and it talks about 10 people. The issue is you keep thinking about your ex. You're not even listening most times, right? So, as a collective, when God brings about messages, understand one message can house 10 people. But if you are only listening for your raggedy ex, you missing when somebody telling you about your mama. Somebody is a scammer, and all they are concerned with is money. Money is becoming the pressure point in your connection with somebody, right? And that person was a scammer. You had to forgive that person, y'all. Yeah. And because you forgave that person, you about to live the dream, y'all. That thing say living the dream. Somebody, you had a scammer. This person was a whole scammer. Somebody, you could have met this person in the city or in a city. I just heard the city, right? But somebody, this person was a scammer. Somebody got tattoos, neck tattoos and stuff, y'all. That person was a whole scammer. And that person wanted your money, y'all. That person was for contracts. I heard shits and giggles. And I don't even say shits and giggles, y'all. So whoever this person in, they was in it for shits and giggles. 707, y'all. 7 is spirituality. God was never in this. This person was a whole scammer. You do have a spiritual contract, y'all. But see, sometimes when we have spiritual contracts, we feel like it's with whoever we with. And it's not the case, y'all. You have a spiritual contract, not a scammer, y'all. Look, this person has a whole curated image, y'all. This person ain't even real. Look, different worlds. You and this person came from different worlds. The scammer. And see, a lot of times you'll look at your divine masculine or your divine feminine, and you be talking about we from different worlds. No, you aren't. You and your person is from the same damn world. Y'all just see things differently. Always remember that. You and your person ain't from the different world. Y'all from the same world. You just see things differently. Whoever this scammer was, y'all the ones was from a different world. That motherfucker, look, karma at the bottom of the deck. Yeah, let me tell you, remember y'all, what we clarifying, lessons and blessings. Somebody, you finna get good karma. Good karma, y'all, because I told you, you had to forgive this person, y'all. Now you finna get good karma. It says something done in good faith is coming back multiplied, y'all. Energy never disappears, it circulates. Always remember that, y'all. When you give to people, men, women, it don't matter. When you give to people, y'all, and you do it out of authenticity of your heart, it's they foolish mistake, y'all. It's they foolish mistake that they cannot see that you are a kindred spirit. Because guess what? They can't see it because you're not, y'all. Double clap, y'all. Double clap. Double tap, y'all. We got 178 watching, y'all. Get the likes up, y'all. Big hearts in the chat, y'all. Kindred spirits, y'all. See, when you sat down and you realized that you were nothing like this person, you let that shit go, y'all. Somebody you did. You realized that you were nothing like this person. This is somebody from your past, y'all. This person was a scammer and they just wanted you for your money. This person taught you discipline, though. This person taught you discipline, y'all, because you realize that this person was never there for good. Yeah, y'all. Somebody, you making a move. This person, they drinking, y'all. Somebody, you making a move and this person is drinking and they are trying to numb everything out of their life because you realize that somebody is a scammer. Somebody, you got to trust and believe in God. Let me see what trust and faith is. Clarify trust and faith. Somebody, you got to trust and have faith in God because whoever this person is in the background, y'all, we clearing past karma. Look, your trust and faith finna bring you a happy family, y'all. Say that shit. Somebody, your trust and your faith, if this is your message, double tap the screen, child, because your trust and faith is issuing in fortunate timing for what? A happy family. Somebody, it's just time for you to be happy in everything it is that you desire, y'all. Somebody, it's time for you to truly understand the lessons of God in your life. Somebody, you finna get a happy family. Why? Because the timing is right, y'all. See, you have to have trust and faith. Trust and faith means that you understand God and God's timing. And sometimes you want what you want when you want it, but sometimes it's not God's timing, right? So now somebody, you've reached God's timing for what? A happy family. It says you're creating or aligning with a family dynamic that's grounded in peace and mutual care. This is the kind of home that can heal generational wounds. Don't nobody want to be in no broken families, y'all. Don't know, but everybody wants a happy family, but you got to create it for yourself. If your desire is to stay broken, then do that shit alone, y'all. But anybody that wants healing wants happy families, not some shit that is undefined. And I feel like as a collective, you've dealt so much with undefined people and situations, y'all. It says you're sharing energy, time, and maybe even intimacy, but no one's naming what this is. If you feel uncertain, it's because the foundation is unclear. And at the point you realize that you are going to stop dealing with situations in your life that are undefined, guess what you do, y'all? You create a happy family. Somebody, you creating a happy family because you're healing your look, child, you healing your wounds and you breaking free. I could never make it up, y'all. Somebody, you are healing your wounds and breaking free. It says cycles don't break themselves, but all it takes is one bold move to change the whole trajectory. Somebody, I want to see what this is. You just broke free, y'all. All right, let me clear some of this out, y'all, so I can clarify. All right, y'all, welcome to the live, y'all. I am the Lady Empath 1111. I want to see what it is, y'all, that you have broken free from. It's something that you have broken free from yourself, and now it has allowed you to walk right into some type of good fortune, y'all. Somebody in your energy, whether you know this person or not, really wants to be a power couple with you. But you had to be aware of the scammers, y'all. 813. All right, you had to be aware of the scammers. See, if you cannot see these people, you're never going to see who God really desires for you, y'all. Like, if you can't see a false twin flame versus a real twin flame, then you ain't got the wisdom that God is trying to give you, y'all. Y'all will have raggedy, I'm talking about it, y'all, raggedy ass people. And you'll be over here talking about, well, maybe God wanted me to be with that person. Why? Because they got an AA degree now? What? Why? Because they went back to school and got a GED? Yo, that's stupid. If you are a whole royal bloodline, hello, thank you, Tanya, right? If you are royalty, right, and you are literally questioning if you should go back to somebody that God already delivered your ass from, you don't know who you are, y'all. And that's why I say, when you sit here and you really question God and really consider, y'all, really consider going back to people who you know God told you to break free from, you got to ask yourself why, y'all. That's a soul tie. Soul ties aren't good. And I feel like a lot of y'all get soulmates, twin flames, soul ties confused because they are three different things, y'all. They are three different things. You will have soul ties with many fucking karmic. And all your ass do is sit here in your head and keep asking, well, maybe that's my person. They better or not. They aren't better. If they was better, they'd be doing better, y'all. Y'all stupid as fuck. Well, he done posted something on Facebook. Maybe he better. She done posted something on Facebook. Maybe she better. No, y'all. Again, y'all be making desperate ass decisions instead of waiting for God, y'all. All right, let's see, y'all. What is it that you're breaking free from? All right, let's tap in, y'all. Welcome to the live. All right, double tap the screen, y'all. We got 194 people watching. All right, 122 thumbs up. Somebody, you're breaking free. Look, new love is coming, y'all. And somebody, you know it. That thing say high priestess and new love. Somebody, you already know it. High priestess, y'all, and new love is coming soon. All right, somebody, you broke free or you were breaking free from some type of cycle, y'all. And now you finna get exactly what it is. Somebody, you were on the look, somebody was sent to you and they failed a test. Now you finna get new love, y'all. Somebody failed a spiritual test. I don't know who this person was, y'all. You could be seeing monarch butterfly. Somebody you got on orange today, pink. All right, pink and brown could be significant. Yeah, somebody, you finna get new love. And it's like you can feel it in your energy with this high priestess being here. But there's definitely people around you. Somebody failed a spiritual test, y'all. Look, this is your ancestor message from your grandma. Stop playing, y'all. Letters from grandma. Somebody, your grandma is trying to tell you, you finna get new love. And it's coming in soon. Sooner than you think is what I just heard God say. Because somebody was in your life who was being tested, y'all. But this person failed the test. That person failed, y'all. What is this energy? Yeah, heart healing. Let me tell you, y'all, I'm getting the energy that somebody was sending to your life, right? This is all feminine energy. This person knew that your heart was healing, y'all. Like this person knew that you were fragile, right? That your heart was healing. This person did not, they failed the test, y'all, because I feel like this person didn't even, I don't know. I feel like they wronged you, y'all. And because this person wronged you, they failed some type of, look, yeah, God said, go to this deck, y'all. That trash is at the bottom of the deck. Trash, y'all. Yeah, somebody has now gotten proof that you were their test and that they failed it, y'all. Somebody failed the test, y'all. 717. 7 is spirituality. 1 is new beginnings. Give me 1 on spiritual test fail. Give me 1 on spiritual test fail here. Look, because now you got options. Stop playing. Options is here, y'all. Options is here. Children is here too. I'm gonna put it back because I only needed 1, y'all. But I'm gonna tell you, y'all, somebody now you got options. God is saying now you can do you. It says doing them, right? Somebody, you had a player, right, that failed some type of test. Now God is saying you got options, y'all, because whoever this person is, it says they was doing them. Somebody, you was dealing with a player who had addictions and they was juggling connections, and they were doing them. So now God says, okay, do you, y'all. Do you. Somebody, you've done your healing work. See, when you understand that your heart has been through a lot and people come up and they play with you, somebody, you're breaking free. Breaking free, y'all. Because somebody was making you an option. Look, now they going through emotions, y'all. Somebody going through emotions. I'm talking about in and out. This person was in and out your laugh. Y'all in and out your life. Well, they failed the spiritual test, y'all, because I feel like your grandmother warned this person and told them, y'all. See, something happened around winter time, and this person actually became jealous with you, y'all. See, somebody knew that y'all have a contract. Somebody knew the terms of the contract. But this person, masculine energy, y'all, they became jealous. It says jealousy around winter. Something became real petty, y'all. Somebody started talking behind your back, being envious, pettiness, and seeking attention. So your grandma say, okay, I got something for you, ninja. That's what I just heard. Somebody's grandma say, I got something for you, because you was not going to come in here and hurt my baby, y'all. Stop playing. This person only came in to steal, y'all. I don't know who this energy is, y'all, but this person came in as a thief. They came in as a thief in your life, y'all. This person wanted to steal from you everything. Somebody got a white car, white sports car, foreign car, BMW, Maserati, something foreign, shit. All right, heart healing, y'all, because this person was warned by your grandma that your heart was healing. You don't come in and hurt somebody, a divine feminine high priestess, when you know that they healing, y'all. Somebody knew that your heart was healing, and they failed the test, y'all. God was testing this person. They failed this damn test, y'all. What is this energy? All right, y'all. Yeah, because you got new love, y'all. Somebody coming in. All right, y'all. Somebody, you got a man coming in, traveling in towards you. This man has also been in light worker school. Say that, y'all. Somebody, you got a man that God has for you. This man is a light worker also, y'all. He's been going through his own initiation. Yeah, this is your gift from God and your ancestors. This is your gift from God and your ancestors, y'all. Yeah. Yeah. Somebody, you finna get a new job, by the way. I'm telling you, we're going to get into career at 9. But if you want a career reading, stick around until 9, y'all. Somebody, you are going to get the job. All right. It says you're hired, new job at the bottom of the deck, y'all. So I'm going to tell you, y'all, I feel like you went through a lot with whoever this person is. But this person was giving a spiritual test, or maybe God was testing you, y'all. Because a lot of times people will come into your life and God is telling you, are you listening to your intuition? Right? I feel like this person taught you a lesson. I want to see why this person or what this person was brought into your life and what lesson they were supposed to teach you. Because this could definitely be past energy for you. But I'm going to tell you, when you understand why people have been brought into your life, the lesson, when you learn the lesson, you don't do that shit no more. Hello. You don't do that shit no more. Girl, glow up time is at the bottom of the deck, by the way. I'm just going to go and put that right there, y'all. right? That thing says, oh, y'all, this person was sent in your life for your transformation. It has something to do with your confidence, y'all, your inner radiance. Girl, that thing say, I choose me. So whoever this person is, y'all, God was testing you to see if you were simply just going to choose you. I don't even know that this person is a karmic. Honestly, I feel like God has put somebody in your life just to see if you was going to choose you. What is this energy? Show me spiritual test failed. All right. Lessons, y'all. Ooh, y'all, this person had become your whole drug. Say that thing, y'all. This person had become your whole drug, child. That thing says, you're my drug, craving highs and crashes, emotional addiction. What did I tell you, y'all? Emotions. It's almost like you were addicted to the emotions that this person brought up, even though it was painful, y'all. This person was in and out, in and out, in and out. You are now understanding that all of this was supposed to keep you on some type of emotional roller coaster, y'all. Right? Emotional roller coaster. Hey, I got 180 people watching, y'all. Double tap the screen. If you're not enjoying it, then go away. But if you're listening, then just double tap the screen. All right. So somebody, you begin to understand that this was some type of emotional manipulation. Drug, y'all. You crave this person. Like you crave this person. This was an emotional addiction, y'all, between whoever this person is from your past. But then you realize that nothing was adding up. Girl, that thing say nothing adds up. It says nothing adds up. Inconsistency, suspicion, and your gut knew. Why? Because that's coming up next to high priestess, y'all. That thing is coming up to high priestess, y'all. Your gut knew, y'all. It says nothing adds up. This person was telling you stuff and you knew it wasn't, y'all. And then you were still giving it your all. And you were still giving it your all. Well, I'm going to tell you, y'all, that was a spiritual test. And if you pass this test, you're going to get new love. But this person was also being tested and they failed it, y'all. And this is something that your grandmother is now orchestrating. This person actually became very jealous of you. I'm telling you, y'all, you was giving this person everything and they were not returning any of the love. You was overgiving. They was draining you. And I'm going to tell you, y'all, this person, look, new life begins. Somebody, you finna get a new life when you understand that this person never really loved you. It says, you never really loved me. Truth revealed, illusion shattered, and heartbreak. Somebody, this person doesn't really love you. And somebody, it's not all love. I'm telling you, y'all, this is not, okay, let me tell you who this person could be. Because y'all always go to somebody ex. And I'm be telling y'all, half the time it ain't your ex. Half the time you look at these other people around you. Who is this person to the collective? All right, who is this person to the collective? Look, this came out. Somebody, this is a grandparent. I told you. Y'all always think that it's somebody's ex. And that's why I have to literally tell y'all, somebody, this is your fucking grandparent. I'm telling you, just because you born into a family don't mean a motherfucker really love you. This person don't love you, y'all. And all you do is keep going and sharing and going around this. That thing say grandparent, keeper of the past, as they carry the weight of generations, sometimes lifting you with wisdom. You know, you saw wisdom in the past life, y'all. Other times crashing you with outdated beliefs. You learn that lineage is both a gift and a curse. It is your choice. What part of the past to carry forward? Somebody, you are letting the restrictions of your grandparents stop you. That's one. What else, y'all? Outdated ass thinking. The next one is groupies. What is that? All the motherfuckers around you that's telling you the best thing, but they really aren't. They groupies. I be telling y'all, when y'all listen to these messages, stop thinking about your ex. You got to broaden your view. Do you think God is only useful to tell you about a motherfucker that you used to be with? No, God is going to tell you about everybody in your life, y'all. Somebody, you got a bunch of damn groupies. It says this energy cleans status, orbiting those it admires in hopes of absorbing their shine. See, somebody, you meant to stand on a stage before people, and you got people around you who are groupie energy because their proximity to you feeds their negative ass energy, y'all. And guess what? It follows you, it flatters you, it conforms you. Let me tell you, if everybody around you telling you the best thing smoking, they are a fucking groupie. Somebody should be able to correct you. Somebody should be able to say, hey, that's not the best decision. Hey, that's not the best move. If that is not the case, guess what? They are a groupie. Somebody, it's your grandparents. Somebody, you got groupies. Let me get two more so y'all can stop thinking about y'all ex all the damn time. All right. What else? Who else this is, y'all? Oh, let's see. Somebody, it's a community figure. It's somebody that you work with every day in your community, and you feel like this person is uplifting you and helping you, and you, right, are not understanding that this person is backstabbing you, y'all. That thing says community figure, masked benefactor. It says a reputation built on service, but behind closed doors, their actions told a whole nother story, whether through hypocrisy, hidden agendas, or selective generosity. They teach that not all who appear to serve the same intention. See, somebody, you went to somebody for help, and this person knew that they were supposed to help you. They were supposed to be a benefactor, right? But you got to understand that this person didn't begin to use your energy to try to come up off of, instead of helping you, instead of training you, instead of being there for you, y'all. So now your grandma gonna send in somebody new to either be a grandparent or to guide you or to give you wisdom. Somebody new, your soul tribe, instead of these stupid ass groupies, people new that are really going to help you. See, you got to be able to understand the people around you before you can identify, y'all, because all of them are narcissists. 828, y'all. I could never make it up. 828, y'all. 8 is manifestation. 2 is decision making. Somebody, you got a whole bunch of damn narcissists around you. Y'all, it's just a walking red flag. It says the puppeteer moves in silence, shaping reality with unseen strings. Let me tell you something, collective. If you have ever encountered one narcissist in your life, that means you got a lot of them. They breed like roaches. They breed like roaches, y'all. They do. So if you have one narcissist, you better believe you got a few, y'all. So somebody, you got a bunch of narcissists, child. That thing says this energy can charm, persuade, or deceive, twisting truth into illusion, where it's always the hero, the victim, or the mastermind. Somebody, your grandma always the victim, then your grandma be the mastermind, then she the hero. Somebody, these groupies, they be the mastermind behind your fall, and then they be the ones, I got you, bro. I got you, sis. They the mastermind behind your fall. Of course they gonna be there to pick you up. How? Because they was plotting on the fall. Y'all know the one at the crime scene is always the one that did it. Hello. The one at the crime scene is always the one that did it. That's why, because narcissists lurk, y'all. They lurk always. Narcissists like to see the outcome or the fallout of what it is that they are trying to destroy. That's why they monitor you, y'all. That's why they be on your videos. They be on your YouTube, your TikTok, your Facebook, your social media. They are such sociopaths, y'all, that they can't even stop watching you because they trying to see if the shit they send it to you working. But it's not, y'all. So guess what? You always got to understand the people closest to you are sending the evil eye, because they always gonna stay around you to see if it's working, y'all. When your life falling apart, watch the people closest to you. Watch the one that's trying to be most helpful. Because I'm seeing somebody do CPR. Somebody, you could be an EMT, a nurse. I'm seeing somebody do CPR, right? But guess what? Watch the one that's trying to do the CPR first. Because are you really doing chest congestions? Are you really trying to resuscitate? No, they're trying to kill you. Stop playing. Hello. Somebody, you need to watch the people around you. All right. Somebody, you got thieves around you. All right. Let's talk about it. What else do we need to know? So somebody, you finna get a new life. Literally. It says new life begins. You never really loved me. When y'all admit this to yourself as a collective, that man, he ain't really love you. That woman, she ain't really love you. Your mama, sister, brother, cousin, grandma, granddaddy, I don't give a fuck. They don't love you. Why? Because they don't love themselves, y'all. People who do not love themselves do not have the capacity ever to love you. Always remember that, y'all. They don't even have the capacity. Knight of Pentacles, y'all. Somebody, you finna get an offer. This person could be a Virgo. Somebody's moving very slow, though, y'all. All right, I got a Knight of Pentacles coming up. Six of Pentacles, y'all. All right, Virgo, Taurus energy, y'all. Somebody wants to give to you, y'all. This is your new life. See, your new life is beginning now that you understood some of these people around you really did not love you, y'all. All right, so now you finna get somebody that gives to you, y'all. Somebody's been watching you. Someone could be in law enforcement. It looks like this man is in law enforcement, y'all. Yeah, this person has now been beginning to even understand what they want, y'all. The first house is here. Somebody is looking at their house of self and their own personal identity and what it is that they want. This person has been carrying a lot of burdens, y'all, with this 10 of Wands, Sagittarius energy. But this is also somebody who wants to come in and work with you, y'all. High Priestess is here. You already know. High Priestess has come out twice, y'all. High Priestess has come out twice. Taurus energy, Cancer energy, y'all. So somebody, you already know this. I feel like you're an empath, but you can feel that it's your time, y'all. Yeah. Stop playing, y'all. We got Psalms 23 and 4 and Philippians 2 and 3 coming back to back. This is the same energy, y'all. The past life connection that you have with a man who is very biblical. Very biblical, y'all. These scriptures are coming out. It says, even though I walk through the darkest valley, I will fear no evil, for you are with me. Philippians 2 and 3. Do nothing from selfish ambition or conceit, but in humility count others more significant than yourself. Somebody, you got a masculine that's dealing with his own personal identity, and he's realizing, y'all, that he was selfish. Somebody was selfish. They got to take a new approach to the situation, y'all. The approach this person has been taking ain't been working, y'all, because it says do nothing from selfish ambition. Six of Pentacles is equal give and take. Somebody, you've been through a lot. You've already walked through the valley, y'all. So guess what? Knight of Swords, you finna get communication. Somebody wants to take quick action towards you because now you've learned and understand that you have mastered your own emotions. You've gotten out of some type of karmic ass situation that you was in from your past. And now you gonna get communication, y'all. All right, you finna get it because it's what you deserve, y'all. Yeah, because you planted the seeds of life, y'all. Seed of life is here. It says it is considered a symbol of creation, y'all. When you begin to truly manifest and create what it is that you desire, then the universe is going to support your creation. Somebody, you're planting certain seeds in your life that now the universe is supporting the creation of those seeds. Three of Swords, because you've been hurt. I'm telling you, y'all. You have walked through your darkest valley, though. God is saying you won't have to do it again, is what I just heard. You won't have to go through it again, y'all. Remember, even at the beginning of the reading, your past life was forgiveness so that your heart wouldn't be blocked, y'all. The reason you forgive people is so that you don't have to have a blocked heart. See, we understand, y'all, that even though you have walked through the darkest valley, you are still not afraid to love. Even though you've been hurt, heartbreak, betrayal. Somebody, you've been stabbed in the back. People had you in third-party situations. You've had some nasty endings with people, y'all. But guess what? There's a man in your energy that wants to make a decision. Aries energy to come towards you, the Chariot, their destiny, y'all. Something is gaining momentum, y'all. Look, Proverbs 18 and 12. If I get another scripture, I'm telling you, y'all, biblical. It says before his, y'all, this person was proud. All right, y'all, this person had to get karma before they could come towards you. It says before his downfall, a person's heart is proud, but humility comes before honor. Before this person could come towards you, they had to go through their own downfall. What is this energy? They had to take their own downfall, y'all. This person has already been through something too. Yeah, infinite opportunities. Because y'all had conflicting desires at first. See, whoever this person is, You may feel like it's procrastination at the bottom of the deck, but I feel like y'all were unaligned, y'all. It says conflicting desires create a split in your energy. See, there's infinite opportunities that you have available with somebody new, y'all, but sometimes the person is being preserved until your desires and their desires match, right? You can't be in a relationship with people, y'all, if what you want and they want don't match. And if it don't match, then don't do it, y'all. How many times have y'all stayed in relationships for years and years and years because you waiting on somebody to want the same thing you want? People don't, if they don't want what you want, you got to walk away, y'all, because all you're doing is telling God that it's okay to be with somebody who's not willing to give me what I want, who also doesn't even want the same thing I want. So why are you wasting your time, y'all? And at the point you can be honest with yourself that sometimes you're just unaligned. People don't change. Lepers don't change they spots. So if somebody has told you multiple times that they do not want what you want, walk away and then let God send you what you desire, not a person. Y'all be wanting a person. I want what I desire way more than a person. And when you understand that a person don't matter, it's God's desires that matter. Why? Because God is always going to bring you everything. God is going to check every box, y'all. So at the point you stop settling for, oh, well, this person only don't check 3 boxes, but they check 5. Like I talked to my friend the other day, his dumb ass talking about with his dumb ass girlfriend. Y'all know me. When I start liking people, I start liking people. Child, that girl dumb as fuck. Anywho, right? So he talking about, well, the good outweigh the bad. The fuck? When did we start weighing connections like this? Right? When did we start? Miss Siobhan, you know who I'm talking about, child. Right? When did we start weighing connections like this? Oh, as long as the good outweigh the bad, then we okay? Fuck no. That ain't what you manifested at 8:38. That's not what you prayed for, right? 8:38. 8 is manifestation. 3 is coming together. You want someone that's going to work with you. You don't want the good to outweigh the bad, y'all. And I'm going to tell you, depending on what that bad is, that shit could be heavy as hell. Hello. Sometimes the bad is so fucking bad that you can't stay around, y'all. Stop settling for what it is that you don't want and ask God to bring you everything you desire. 6-7, because what? It creates towers. Right? 6-7, because what? Y'all, it's 176 on the views, y'all. Y'all so silly. 6-7. Right? Somebody, it creates towers. That's all it do. Somebody, you got a masculine in your life that needs to make a decision because there's a force change that's taking place, y'all. 2 of Wands to the tower. This person ain't got no choice but to make a decision, y'all. They literally, their whole life is going to tear down if they don't make this damn decision. 2 of Wands to the tower, y'all. February 16th could be significant. Yeah, because God has already showed them, y'all. Somebody third eye already understands what it is that they're supposed to do, y'all. Yeah, girl, if another scripture come out, this man loves their Bible. Proverbs 16:9, y'all. It says, a person's heart plans his way, but the Lord determines his step. I'm telling you, God has stepped in to force somebody to make a damn decision to follow their intuition because this has already been planned by God, y'all. Proverbs 16:9. God has already preordained this. And look, 5 of Cups. Stop playing. What's the 5 of Cups? And oh fuck no, we are not doing this. Why is the Empress in the 5 of Cups? Girl, your spirit team is about to beat the shit out of somebody. Your spirit, when I tell you with the Tower, 5 of Cups to the Empress, this bitch made you cry. Whoa, child, your spirit team. Look, girl, they about to be anonymous on his ass, y'all. Because somebody was looking at the competition versus looking at you. Somebody's been competing with you for the attention of your person. It's one of these people we talked about, y'all. It is either your circle, your grandparent. It's these people, these same people, y'all, narcissists. And they have been competing. Look, that thing says you can't compete where you don't compare. It's like a knife and a spoon race. You might not scoop well, but you sure can cut through the competition. Somebody has been competing with you. Now, 5 of Cups to the Empress. Girl, your spirit guy's about to whoop somebody's ass. I'm talking about it, y'all. I'm talking about, I just heard unleash hell's fury on their ass. You don't make an empress cry, y'all. Empress to the 5 of cups. Who the fuck? Who betrays an empress? A dumbass man? All right, y'all. Well, somebody, they finna get karma, y'all. That thing say the ninth house. Yep. It's religion, y'all. It's beliefs. The 9th house is about religious beliefs, culture. Yeah, Queen of Pentacles. Somebody, you different. That's the problem. You the Queen of Pentacles. And you're different from the people around this person, y'all. Queen of Pentacles, right? With culture, somebody, you different. You believe different. And because of that, you wealthy as fuck, y'all. And that don't match. Look, the world, girl, stop playing, y'all. Somebody, you famous. Or your money or whatever you doing is about to do, y'all. There's about to be a karmic lesson that somebody is about to learn through your level up. That's what God just said. Thank you, love. Somebody is about to learn a lesson through your level up. Thank you, Shisa Diddy. Right? And that's going to be the lesson, y'all. It's literally through, look, spiritual manipulation, y'all. This thing just fell off the top of the other deck and hit the floor. I looked down because I saw something hit the floor, and look what it is, y'all. Spiritual manipulation. There's somebody around you who's been spiritually manipulating the energy, y'all. Look, lovers. I could never make it up. The lovers, y'all. 200 and something cards. And the lovers came out. Spiritual manipulation and the lovers. Stop playing, y'all. Somebody, you got people around you, but that shit's over with, y'all. That thing says karmic lessons, and your level up is your success. Someone's name is Alan, Amy, AC could be someone's initials. Somebody is growing, y'all. It says personal growth is not a matter of learning new information, but unlearning old habits. Somebody, you begin to let go of the past. You begin to unlearn these old habits, and now you got people around you who are trying to spiritually manipulate the relationship that you're in or the one that you are creating. Throat chakra here, y'all, is coming through communication. I'm gonna tell you, y'all, if your person don't communicate, that's what this is. Somebody is spiritually manipulating the energy, y'all, so that your person does not communicate. Somebody's throat chakra is being blocked through spiritual manipulation. Double tap the screen, y'all, like the video. All right, what we got going on here, y'all? Yeah, the 5th house. Somebody just didn't want y'all to be happy, y'all. The 5th house is the house of pleasure, self-expression, even children, y'all. Somebody just literally, you can have children with this person, y'all. But this person was trying to send spiritual manipulation and to block your 10 of Pentacles, y'all. I could never make it up. 10 of Pentacles. They just wanted you hurt, y'all. Like somebody literally just wanted you hurt. But let me tell you something about the ancestors, y'all. Fuck around and make an empress cry. All you are doing is unleashing hell's fury on your life. All you are doing is unleashing hell's fury on your own life. You touch not my anointed, y'all. If you are in empress energy, you are the sovereignty of God. And if you in the 5 of cups, okay, God said they finna fuck around and find out, y'all. They about to fuck around and find out, y'all. Somebody finna find out. Y'all, the high priestess done came out for the 3rd time. The 3rd time, y'all, we done got high priestess on this table. Somebody, it is your purity. It is your spirituality. It's your inner knowledge. It is your intuition, y'all. Like your unconscious mind makes people scared of what you know. People around me scared of me because they're scared of what I know, because they know I see them. You ain't ever got to say a word to me for me to see you. See, a real seer is intimidating because people always wondering what you know, and you say nothing. Because you wise. I ain't got to say nothing. You can let people beat their own self, kill their own self with their own mind by trying to figure out what you know. And they sit around all day. Do she know what I did? Do she know what I did? Do she know I lied on her? Do she know I talked about her? Do she know I gossiped about her? Do she know I cheated on her? Whatever it is, y'all, you know it all. And people will sit around all day trying to figure out if you know what they done. Child, stop playing. That's why they run themselves crazy. That's called Chinese torture. That's like that water drop, y'all. What was that movie? I watched the movie, y'all, and the guy was doing Chinese torture. And I think it was an episode of Scandal with Jake. Somebody name could be Jake, because now I'm seeing Jake from Scandal, right? And Jake had that one damn water drop on your 3rd eye. Y'all know that's Chinese torture now, right? That one drop, you just get this one drop of water that just drop, drop. It can run somebody crazy, y'all. So let me tell you, people will run them own selves crazy because they trying to figure out how you finna get revenge, but you not. God is. Right? You ain't got to get revenge, y'all. God is. And people will run themselves crazy. What she about to do next? What he about to do next? He ain't about to do nothing. God about to whoop your ass. Why? Because what I say comes out. Hello, justice. Anytime I talk, God gonna back my shit up. Anytime. Anytime. And Sharon, you finna get your justice, child. 1111. You finna get it, y'all. You gonna get your justice behind every single one of them, y'all. Stop playing. Yep, 4 swords. You healing, y'all. And your silence is showing people something. 4 swords and justice, y'all. Somebody, you finna get your justice. That's Libra energy. Double Libra energy, y'all, with justice in the 4 swords. So I'm gonna tell you, y'all, that's hella balance. Why? Because God done stepped in. What did I tell you? What did I tell you? Divine intervention. When God step in, you ain't got to worry about mofos. Not at all. That thing say a higher power is stepping in to help you on your path. Ancestral and angelic help. Somebody, you ain't even got to worry about it. God done stepped in. And when God steps in, the divine intervenes. Whoever these people are that has come against you, they're going to go to court and jail, y'all. Justice is jail. Somebody taking their ass to jail for what it is they did to you, y'all. Stop lying. God has stepped in. Divine intervention, y'all. Yeah. Look, and divine timing, y'all, back to back. Y'all, when I say God don't miss, what did I say? 200 cars back to back. Divine timing and divine intervention. God don't play about you. Somebody, these people finna get hell fury for all of their spiritual manipulation, y'all. Everything that they were doing to stop the blessings from coming your way has already been done to them, y'all. Because now I'm seeing Color Purple. Y'all know Color Purple when she was like, everything you done to me already done to you. Yes, child, stop playing. Stop playing. Everything they have done to you is already done to them, y'all. Devil energy. Stop playing. Spiritual manipulation, y'all. Stop playing. Everything they have done to you is already done to them, y'all. God done stepped in. It says a higher power is stepping in to help you, right? So be patient, y'all. The high is good for all parties. Divine protection. You got it, y'all. These people tried to see you broke. I see money magic, y'all. But this was a part of your divine mission work. It was. This was a part of your divine mission work, y'all. You had to see these people in the devil energy, y'all. Let me tell you, you don't believe it till you see it. And sometimes you hate what you see, y'all, but you would not have believed it until you saw it. Ask me if I know. Some people in my life, y'all, I would have never believed that shit until I saw it for myself. And you be like, damn, you hate me that much? God say no, they hate themselves. They don't hate you. I don't give a fuck about people, y'all. You don't give a fuck about people hating you. People hate their goddamn self, y'all. That's why they be acting like that. Somebody, all you ever have to remember about this world, y'all, is this. You are doing divine mission work. You don't give a fuck about people. Spiritual manipulation and devil energy is all around you, y'all. Yeah. So now you at a fork in the road, y'all. Or somebody around you. God is saying, trust your path, y'all. Taurus energy is coming out. See, your determination and reliability bring a lot of stability and prosperity in your life, y'all. But sometimes you got to be aware of stubbornness when God is telling you to make a decision also, right? Because fork in the road says you're at a fork in the road. All right, so you got to make a decision, y'all. Hey, double tap, y'all. I got 195 watching. Double tap the screen if you're enjoying the content, y'all. So somebody, you got a decision to make because there is devil energy and spiritual manipulation around you. And God wants you to be a team with people, y'all. Teamwork. It says teamwork harnesses the strength of each individual, creating synergy, right? The relationships that you're supposed to be in should create synergy, y'all. They should create synergy. It should be people working together to achieve a mutual goal, y'all. You got spiritual access. I love it. It says, what unlocks realms unseen opens wisdom's door, grants path to divine opportunities and more, y'all. Somebody, you got spiritual access to people who really want to work with you as a team, people who really want to enjoy synergy with you and really understand. But you got to make the decision to let the play it out people go, y'all. The people in devil energy. Yeah, you got to make the decision to let the play it out people go, because those people are in devil energy, y'all. Yeah, and they will keep you drowning in your own emotions, overwhelmed with them and they manipulation, y'all. Somebody, if you felt submerged in your emotions, it's because of this spiritual manipulation, y'all. Yeah, that's why you can't sleep. Somebody, there's a man watching me. You can't sleep at night. Now, this could be feminine, but I'm saying man because it's a man on the card, y'all. Somebody, you can't sleep at night because of the spiritual manipulation of somebody around you. Somebody's in devil energy, y'all. Pisces is here. And they're playing on your empathy, y'all. It says your empathy and creativity inspire those around you. So let me tell you, y'all, whoever this person is, they're playing on your empathy. And now you are drowned in your own emotions, not able to sleep at night, y'all, because of the manipulation, y'all. God damn. This is a stronghold, y'all. This is a stronghold of somebody's friends, family. I don't know. But somebody got your ass in a death grip, y'all. That thing says they cling tightly to your energy, trying to control and influence. If you got somebody in your life, y'all, that is trying to control and influence you, you got to ask yourself why. Clearly, that means that you are a blessed person. Clearly, it means when people trying to hold on to your energy like this, y'all, it's because you are a blessed person. Somebody, you can't sleep at night. This person is trying to see you some type of spiritual manipulation, stronghold to keep you tired and restless. Yeah, so you won't find your soul group, y'all. That's crazy. Somebody just don't want you to have a sense of belonging, y'all. See, let me tell you, y'all, people will ostracize you, but then be mad when you go find people like you. And then they gonna keep talking about you and keep talking about you, y'all, simply because you moved away. Somebody, you found your soul group, y'all. That thing says soulmates into your life to teach, heal, and help you grow, guide you towards your true self, y'all. Join the Discord, y'all. If you need a soul group, you got to join Discord, y'all. I created Discord for people who were releasing. People who are releasing the condemnation of others, and you simply want people who believe and want to encourage you. I will kick you out of my Discord if you come with stupid shit, y'all. This is about releasing what no longer serves so that you can find who it is that you desire, your soul group, y'all. Somebody, you releasing what love, what it says, releasing what you love brings freedom. Sometimes letting go is the ultimate act of love. Somebody, you might have to walk away from a whole group of people because these people have a stronghold, or I'm telling you, you got somebody connected to you that's walking away. Take it how it resonates. Somebody knows now that they owe you an apology, though, because they let people control them. Yeah, they got visual evidence, y'all. This keeps coming out. Somebody's damn, here your twin flame go, y'all. All right, y'all. Visual evidence. Somebody, your twin flame has now got evidence that really they've been running from their shadow, y'all. Somebody been dreaming about you at night, y'all. I'm gonna just tell you that, child. Somebody been dreaming about you at night, y'all. But this is somebody who is now caught up in their feelings, y'all, because they really been look. They were stubborn as fuck, y'all. God say go to the true emotions, deck. What I got? Somebody was stubborn, y'all. This man want everything his way. My way, selfish, stubborn, arrogant, pride, and ego, y'all. Somebody you dealing with somebody who your divine masculine. Somebody, your divine masculine is also spiritually gifted. This is somebody who really wants a family with you, y'all. But they, number one, have been running from their shadow. Somebody could have even had legal matters because they got divorce, property, criminal, paternity, child support, even traffic tickets, y'all. Somebody, your person has spiritual gifts too. It runs in their family just like yours. Their family just dark. It is, y'all. Spiritual manipulation is coming right over. This is a divine masculine who's selfish, y'all. They got spiritual gifts, but you know, it runs in their family. You know how people have dark gifts and light gifts, y'all. We all got gifts. Some, like my family, y'all, are light workers. My whole family, pastors, preachers, prophets, prophetess, they are light workers. But not everybody in my family is of the light. Some of the people in my family use their gift for darkness, y'all, for money, popularity. right? And that's why they've taken falls, right? So I say that, y'all, people who are spiritually gifted still have to decide if they want to be of the light or of the dark, right? Somebody, they family dark. Spiritual manipulation, divine masculine, spiritual gifts, family. Hello. I mean, it's right there. I could make it up. All right. Yeah. And now this person fucked up over you because this is your twin flame and they was running from their shadow when they knew that it was supposed to be a fairy tale, y'all. This person is getting readings on you because they are ashamed of how they've been acting. The guilt and the embarrassment that's coming from your twin flame, y'all, this person is ashamed because they know that they're in the wrong. Somebody knew that they were supposed to have a fairy tale with you, but they fell for a phony trickster illusion, running from their shadow work and not doing the damn work, refusing to face and heal the darker parts of themselves. Now they sitting over here fucked up. Somebody getting bad news. Oh, the reader told them something crazy? Oh, shit, y'all. Y'all want to be nosy? All right, y'all. What did the reader tell this divine masculine? Ooh, let's see, y'all. We about to see. Bitch, this reader told this motherfucker that you the empress, y'all. The empress is at the bottom of this damn deck. The reader said that she is the fucking empress. Hello. And that you need to move from whatever relationships you are holding on to be with the fucking empress, y'all. Six of Swords. Six of Swords and the damn empress. It says, look, somebody, your person needs to reconcile. Whoever this reader is, and I'm gonna tell you, getting readings don't necessarily mean readings, y'all. Because not every man gonna go to a reader. Sometimes it's advice. You gotta understand we're talking spiritual stuff, y'all. So somebody could have simply got advice, and now they are ashamed of how the fuck they were showing up treating you, y'all. That thing says moving on from a relationship or reconciling after conflict. Why? Because this is somebody who sees you as the fucking empress, y'all. I told you they want a whole damn family with you. That's why family is out here, because you are an empress, y'all. But this is somebody who fell for an illusion. They are ashamed, y'all, because the reader told this damn person that this your person, the empress. Look, and that you smart as fuck. Page of Swords, y'all. The reader said she's intellectually stimulating. Hello, intellectually stimulating, right? And that you're very ambitious. And whoever this person is, I don't know. I guess they couldn't see that shit. Yeah, they couldn't. Somebody said you a fool, girl. Y'all, so I don't know who gave this person advice, but they handed them their ass, y'all. Somebody said you a fool because you are on a journey with this person and y'all are supposed to be together. Now, somebody want to come back, y'all. Here they go with this goddamn Ace of Wands. Somebody got their wand in their hand, y'all. He holding on to his damn wand because now somebody done told him you his damn person. Like he shouldn't have known that shit before. Hello. Why the fuck you need somebody else to tell you that, though, y'all? Like, I'm telling you, I feel sorry for this person, but why you needed somebody else to tell you that? Oh, because God pointed my eyes to spiritual manipulation, y'all. I'm going to tell you now, if somebody is being spiritually manipulated, they don't have eyes to truly see who you are, y'all. So I'm going to tell you, maybe through this spiritual manipulation, this person really couldn't see that you were their person, because it is spiritual manipulation. And the devil, y'all, I told you, this person, family evil. They witches. I'm surprised the damn magician ain't came out yet, y'all, because something's wrong here. Like, this is somebody who literally had to go to somebody else for them to tell you that y'all on a spiritual journey, right? That you are smart, intellectual, conversation, Page of Cups, right? And y'all supposed to fucking be together. That's crazy as hell, y'all. What else? So now this person feels ashamed, y'all. Look, now they want to come in. Nine of Pentacles, y'all. Somebody want to work. They want to persevere, y'all. Somebody wants to be loyal, y'all. It says a loyal but sometimes stubborn partner. Hello, a loyal but sometimes stubborn partner. What did I tell you, y'all? This person probably got heavy Taurus in their chart, y'all. But they want to make progress, y'all. Somebody is ashamed of the way that they treated you. They are. Look, I could never make it up, y'all. 4 wands. I'm telling you, y'all, the tension is building between someone's family and community, right? Because they have a fear of making a public commitment. Somebody does, y'all. See, somebody has a fear of making a public commitment. Remember, secret came out earlier, y'all. Like, this is somebody who dates you in secret, but they don't come out publicly, y'all. It says afraid. Tension between family, community, and your love life is why this person has a fear of making a public commitment, y'all. Look, who? Your man. 9 of Wands. Look at his ass in that suit with his top down. Somebody, your person got a top down, red convertible. Stop playing. Your man, y'all. Somebody, this man maintains high standards in relationships as well, though. So they have to balance love with independence. So you got to understand, y'all. And a lot of times you are afraid because of how independent this person is, y'all. See, sometimes if your person is highly independent and you are living in fear and you still have healed trust issues, you won't trust your person, y'all. So either you or your person, somebody is still operating in fear and the other one is highly independent. If you are dealing with a highly independent person and you got trust issues, you're going to always feel like they're cheating on you, especially when spiritual manipulation is involved. Somebody, I feel like this is either you or your person. Your person don't trust you because they got trust issues and you are independent, or either they are independent and you don't trust them. Either way, the spiritual manipulation ain't making that shit no better. That's why you have to communicate. Independence is correct, y'all. You should be independent, but you shouldn't be independent and not fucking communicate. That's how spiritual manipulation works. I'm independent, and then you don't say shit. And then you wonder why people get to flipping out and want to break up and do all kind of crazy shit, y'all. People will understand you can have your independence, but that does not mean that you don't communicate, y'all. You have to communicate. Right? You have to communicate. And you got to understand, y'all, that two people have to be able to come together, y'all. Yeah. Somebody's feeling isolated right now. The Hermit is in the reverse, y'all. Somebody's feeling isolated from their partner. Yeah, because they got to take their damn mask off, y'all. Somebody's being isolated from you until they take their mask off because they blame you, y'all. Somebody blames you a lot for what happened in their life. I'm just telling you, y'all. And for whoever say I just read the I don't know what the fuck y'all got going on these comments. I told you I don't read the comments. So I'm telling you, y'all, if y'all think y'all putting comments out there for me to read them, don't waste your typing skills because I don't read that shit. All right. Somebody, your person is feeling really isolated because there's a revelation of lies that is coming out that is ending somebody's game so that your person can let go of whatever pretenses that they have been holding on to. Somebody is exposed for their dishonesty. And now they can no longer take blame, y'all. Like blaming your partner, y'all, or the denial or refusal to acknowledge your own issues in the love relationship. That's what has brought this to an end, y'all. Judgment in the reverse. Judgment in the reverse, y'all. This person would have rather blamed you for everything that was taking place in the relationship rather than looking at their own obstacles to their own success. Literally, the Chariot is in reverse, y'all. Somebody was so obsessed with everything else in their life that they really were being overly forceful in y'all relationship, really because they want success, y'all. But you still need to maintain balance. Everybody wants a successful relationship, but you don't get to be rigid and do it the way you want to do it. You got to fucking communicate with people, y'all. That's stupid. All right. So somebody's gained clarity, though, y'all. Yeah, somebody done gain clarity about somebody in a past, y'all. It's something chaotic and confusing that's taking place. And that's why your person, yeah, with the people around them, y'all, 3 of Cups in the reverse. With the world in reverse, y'all. Somebody feel like they stuck in something and something is missing in their whole life, y'all. I feel like this is somebody who's isolating themselves, y'all, and they really trying to figure out what the fuck they want, y'all. Because it says this is someone who has a lot of disruption of the people around them, like toxic people, toxic work people, toxic people in their life, y'all. And this is somebody who has to feel like their life is more fulfilled. Like somebody just feels unfulfilled in their life, y'all. That's it. And when you're not fulfilled in your life, you can't be in a relationship with somebody, y'all, who's not fulfilled in their life. You over here talking about, make me happy, and they ain't happy. It's never gonna happen. Never gonna happen, y'all. Queen of Wands is out here, y'all. So I'm gonna tell you, your openness and honesty is always going to make you highly magnetic, y'all. Highly magnetic. All right. Let me get you some love advice, y'all, and then I'm gonna move on career. Y'all know how we do. All right. At 9 o'clock, we switch over to career. I just happened to look up at the time, so we are a little late. All right. Let's get into career. See what it is that you need to know most at this time, y'all. All right. Welcome to Cancer season, y'all. But watch the emotions. All right. Watch the emotions, y'all. All right. Watch conversations, y'all. Remember, all right. The conversations can go left or they can go right, depending on number one, your delivery, but number two, the person's ability to receive what it is that you're saying, right? Now, you can only control your delivery. You cannot control how somebody takes the message, right? So I say that to say, y'all, today, say what it is that you want with honesty and sincerity, but watch your emotions, because a lot of times, y'all, you will say something with sincerity and honesty to uplift and to bring together. But if someone is not in the state of mind to receive it, y'all, you should still be torn down. And that ain't nothing that you can deal with, y'all. Like, that's communication. I tell you, most of the couples that I counsel with is communication. People don't know how to communicate, y'all. They don't. And it's sad. Because I counsel people who have beautiful ass relationships, but they don't know how to communicate, y'all. People are broken and they won't heal their shit. And when they won't heal their shit and then they want to be in a relationship with people, y'all, all you do is make matters 17 times worse, y'all. Worser is not a word, Lord Jesus. Worse. All right. Worse. All you do is make the thing 10,000 times worse, right? By trying to be in a relationship with someone who just does not have the skills or the desire, aka how it resonates, right? To truly understand what you're saying, y'all. Like, sometimes you be like, because I'm hearing somebody say, I just talk and they don't understand. Let me tell you, y'all, sometimes people don't even have the fucking capacity to understand. Like, sometimes people are so broken, they don't even understand what you're saying. They can't honor what you're saying when they don't even fucking understand their own life, y'all. That's why you should not be unequally yoked. Y'all be talking about unequally yoked like it's no. The reason you shouldn't be unequally yoked, y'all, is because if you have a different level of knowledge, wisdom, and understanding from the person that you are connected with, you're going to have a very difficult time seeing eye to eye on any damn thing. And that's real. That's just human fucking nature, y'all. You don't need a tarot card or nothing to tell you that. If you and someone are not aligned in the core of who you are, that person ain't gonna never get you. They ain't gonna never understand you. Y'all stop trying to force people to understand you when they have literally committed themselves to misunderstanding you. It's okay. Let me get you some love advice, y'all. All right. So what is the love advice before we move on to career? All right. What is the love advice before we move on to career? Thank you, love. Thank you, Miss Siobhan. People be crazy, y'all. They be committed to acting foolish. So let them. All right. Love advice for my collective before we move on to career. All right. Love advice, y'all. It says, oh, yeah, somebody call them in, y'all. You calling it in. Call her or him in, y'all. God is going to always give you exactly what it is that you need. Always remember that, y'all. That thing say calling in. Somebody you calling in your soulmate. All right, call them on in, child. All right, that thing says calling in your soulmate. Your prayers, affirmations, and visualizations help you bring things together. All right, ask God for a hard thing, y'all. 909. 9 is wisdom. 0 is the void. All right, have wisdom and really ask God for what it is that you want, y'all. And then pay attention to the red flags, right? So if you ask God for a certain thing and then pay attention to the flags, because God be cautioning you, y'all. You meet people and you know what God said, y'all. Attraction. It says you attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. All right, so enjoy your own life, y'all. All right, it says retreat. It's time to disconnect from the world. All right, disconnect from the world, y'all. Maybe you need to go on vacation, y'all. Maybe you'll meet somebody on vacation. All right, it says give your relationship a chance. If you're already in a relationship, give it a chance, y'all. It says work on your partnership. All right, passion. Always allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. All right, getting to know each other. I love that, y'all. It says, as you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond will deepen, y'all. All right, your bond will deepen. You got to deepen the bond, y'all, by what? Getting to know yourself. All right, deception, y'all. Someone is wearing a false mask in this relationship. All right, watch out for the mask, y'all. True love never needs a mask. Always remember that. If you have met the person that God truly desires for you, why are you wearing a mask? Who you afraid of? Yourself? Because it ain't the other person. This is a romance of a lifetime, y'all. This is true love. All right, the final message in love. What is the final message in love? All right, on the floor. Y'all. All right, reconciliation. All right, your final message in love is reconciliation, y'all. All right, yeah, separation is at the bottom. So somebody, if you are separated, right, it says separation, right? Reconciliation is here. It says someone from your past is returning to your life. Those are for ones who want reconciliation. If you don't want it, then that ain't your damn message. Shut up. Hello. All right. Meet me in the Virgin Islands, y'all. All right. The Lady Collective event, September 18th and 19th in the U.S. Virgin Islands, y'all, on the island of St. Thomas. I will be speaking at an economic development conference. All right. Let's talk about career, y'all. All right, I will be speaking at an economic development conference in the U.S. Virgin Islands, the 18th and the 19th. We are making this a collective event, right? So we will hang out, we will go to dinner on the island, all of that. But I encourage you, y'all, if you want to make a financial blueprint in the U.S. Virgin Islands, that's what this conference is about. They need Airbnbs over there, y'all. They need businesses over there. You be sitting right here in your podunk ass town. We all in the United States of America, but will not go to a beautiful island. At some point, you get tired of looking at the murky water. Take your ass over to the U.S. Virgin Islands, y'all. Make your impact in your own territory. Right? You want to go over to everybody else shit and buy stuff over there where you have beautiful islands, y'all, right here. Beautiful islands right here. And you go buy a house in Mexico, Cuba, like they need your money. Hello. Anywho. All right, y'all. With this career, let's get into this career reading, y'all. Entitlement. That keeps coming out. All right, it says, why do you believe that you deserve benefits and privileges that you have not earned and worked for? Somebody, you need more training. That's what this is. It says training. You still have some new skills to acquire before you can really advance to the next stage in your career. All right, y'all, this is for someone who you're starting a new career. This won't be for everybody. But somebody, you're starting off in a new career. You got to drop that entitlement, y'all. I'm a business professional. I hire, fire. I've owned my firm for 19 years, y'all. You get these young ass people, and just because your ass done went to somebody's school and got a degree, you feel like somebody just supposed to hire you and you supposed to make all of this money. You got to earn that shit, y'all. Just because you got a degree don't mean you got training. Hello. Just because you got and learned that schoolwork. Because let me tell you, y'all, something. In the accounting profession, what they teach you in school ain't got shit to do with what we do every day. Not a damn thing, y'all. You got to understand, in school, they teaching you the basics. You going to learn that shit for real online, y'all. And I'm telling you, y'all, somebody, you need more training. And it's like you over here trying to do whatever it is that you want to do when God's saying that's a sense of entitlement. Just because you've been at them people's job a year don't mean they supposed to promote you. I've been here for a year. I ain't getting no promotion. No, because you don't know what the fuck you're doing. I gotta do KPI evaluations a day for my team. Shit. I gotta do evaluations a day. Look, somebody, you gonna get a promotion. I'm over here talking about evaluations, y'all. I gotta do evaluations with my staff today. And guess what? Somebody, you might get a promotion. If you fucking got your training going on, it says elevated earnings come hand in hand with heightened responsibilities. So let me tell you, y'all, just because you have a degree, you are going to be paid based on that position, not your damn degree. Somebody, you're going to get a promotion, but let me tell you, promotions come with heightened responsibilities. Are you able to deal with the responsibilities that you want? Can you work longer hours? Can you come in earlier? Can you stay later? Right? A lot of times y'all be working at jobs and you want a promotion, but you ain't giving nothing more than what the fuck you been giving. So why would you get a promotion? God ain't gonna promote you when you ain't even doing what you're supposed to be doing now. Yeah, somebody, you in denial. God damn, let's see what this about, y'all. Well, this is a hell of a career reading, y'all. I'm gonna do another one. I might get y'all two. All right, but I do gotta go relieve 9:30. So let's see, y'all. All right, somebody, you kind of got a sense of entitlement. I'm sorry. I gotta be honest, y'all. All right, I'm sorry. Somebody, you got a sense of entitlement right now. And God is saying that you need more training, y'all. All right, so let's see what this is. All right. Yeah, 5 of Swords, y'all. Somebody, oh shit, y'all, 5 of Swords. Somebody, I don't know. You fucking up yourself is all I can tell you. 5 of Swords. somebody, you fucking up yourself. Yes, the Four of Cups in reverse. Somebody, you gonna have a sudden awareness, y'all, that your financial difficulties is because you don't fucking learn. Somebody, you defensive as hell. Every time somebody tell you something, you go straight to the defense. I'm telling you, y'all, I'm reading the energy. You be defensive as hell. And that's why people cannot connect with you on an emotional level. This has something to do with your inner child, y'all. Yeah. And your father, say that at work. Three of Pentacles, the Lovers in the reverse, and the Seven of Pentacles. All right, y'all. So what this is, y'all, somebody, you're beginning to understand that a lot of your job situations, you have problems with people at work because you still healing. So it's like somebody you don't like. What's the word I'm trying to think of, y'all? When you give people advice, but it's not bad. Like it's give me my word, Kyra, y'all. Give me my word. No, not authority. It's like constructive criticism. Constructive criticism. Somebody, you have a problem taking constructive criticism. It's not criticism. It's constructive, y'all. And see, let me tell you, the best isn't sometimes solicited. Because I'm gonna tell you, sometimes you gonna get unsolicited advice, and you need to take it, y'all. See, a lot of times you feel like people can't tell you nothing. Don't be giving me your unsolicited advice. Bitch, somebody trying to get your ass to understand, y'all. Because whoever this message is, you do. You don't like nobody telling you nothing. But that comes from your inner childhood. You got a problem with authority. You can't take constructive criticism. You can't. You get immediately defensive when people are really just trying to show you something real, y'all. See, the King of Cups is emotional stability with a star. Like there's somebody around you who really is giving you good advice and healing advice so that you can truly invest in relationships, jobs, right? That bring you equality, but you got to invest in it, y'all. And it takes teamwork. Let me cover her naked ass. Right? It takes teamwork. Three of Pentacles, y'all. So somebody, you need more training when it comes to this career because you really fucking up your own mind, y'all. With that Five of Swords, that's mind manipulation, but you're doing it to yourself. And that's why you still in the Five of Pentacles, y'all. Somebody, you are suffering financially because you struggle with even your inner child wounds is showing up at your job. And God is saying you got to heal that shit because there will never be a job that matches you until you heal it. That's why the Lovers is in reverse, y'all. That's a quick message. Let's get another one, y'all, because that definitely wasn't for everybody. All right. So I want to get one more career. All right. I want to get one more career. All right. What else do we need to know in career? All right. Entrepreneurs. I like that, y'all, because that was for somebody who worked for somebody else. Like that was for a message to somebody that worked for other people. This is a message for an entrepreneur. All right. It says an entrepreneur, you will truly have an opportunity to discover yourself and all of your potential. All right. So somebody, you finna have envision. Beautiful, y'all. Somebody, everything that you've envisioned, right? That's the key. It's your mindset. It says, do you know exactly what you want? And are you acting consistently, y'all? Consistently towards achieving it. Maintain a clear vision of what you are calling forth, and you will be unstoppable. Sometimes you just got to plan for it, y'all. Like, especially as entrepreneurs, y'all know I'm an entrepreneur. So I have to plan my day. I have to say, hey, okay, I'm going to get up, do my live at 7:15, get out the rest of my personals, record some content for the channel. I got 2 life coaching sessions a day. I need to get 2 tax returns done. We'll see, right? So you got to understand, you have to envision your day first before you go into it. Envision your day. And I have not envisioned chaos at all. I have not envisioned conflict at all. I have not envisioned that, right? Envision your day, y'all. All right. What else for this entrepreneur? All right. Experiment. I love it, y'all. It says when you find yourself feeling indecisive about which direction to go, don't be afraid to experiment, y'all. That's what I do. I go here. I go to TikTok. I go back and forth. I don't think I'm going to be nowhere else today, y'all, unless I come back later. I don't think I'm going to have any more lives today. All right. Tomorrow we'll be live on TikTok for Wind Down Wednesday. But I'm going to tell you, y'all, somebody, you got to experiment with things, right? You got multiple options. You just got to figure out what works for you. All right. Somebody, you're an author. I love it, y'all. It says your words will have a great impact on those who read them.
All right. So let me tell you, y'all, if you're an author, you got to be able to kind of sit down with your ideas and really put pen to paper or just journal and note, which means, though, that you have to be set in a space, right, where you can really hear. Right, which means then that you really do have to cultivate your time very specifically, y'all. All right. So, what else does my entrepreneurs need to know? All right. For my entrepreneurs, all right, release fear of leadership. The Emperor and the Nine of Swords in reverse, especially feminine leadership, y'all, because the Emperor in this deck is a woman, because you will suffer injustices, right? Justice is in the reverse. There is always an imbalance when you're a feminine leader, y'all. It is. I'm a woman that's been in leadership all my life, and there's always an imbalance. Usually, I'm the only woman in the room. I'm damn sure gonna be the only black woman. Hello, right? In my profession, absolutely, right? So you have to understand your intuition, then, y'all, is critical. Your intuition is what gets you through, y'all, when you are in these types of places. So God is saying, for my authors or my entrepreneurs, your intuition is going to be very important. I'm seeing pineapples. Somebody, you could be eating pineapples. Yeah, because a lot of people would try to stop you on your journey. See, the fool is in reverse, right? So a lot of people would try to come up against you in this journey, which is why you gotta release fear, y'all. And I'm gonna tell you, everything is not fine. I ain't never seen this come out back to back. Everything is fine is in the reverse, and the Ten of Swords is in the upright. You are under heavy betrayal, because you're gonna make it though. The Four of Wands is in the upright. Somebody, you got heavy betrayal. You are an entrepreneur, an author, but you have been heavily betrayed, y'all. Everything is fine is in the reverse with the Ten of Swords, child. That's 20 swords in your damn back. What is that? Judgment. That's judgment, y'all. 20 is judgment. So somebody, I don't know who these damn people who have tried to come up against your journey, the fool in reverse, but man, God finna show up on your behalf, y'all. Like, God is finna show up on your whole behalf. Four of Wands, y'all. Somebody, you're an author or an entrepreneur, and God is going to give you a vision to experiment with something, y'all, that's going to bring something to the masses, is what I just heard. Yeah, because I don't know why people trying to end your shit, y'all. Golly. 20 swords in your back because they didn't want you to transform, y'all. Spiritual awakening. Somebody, you going to write about your spiritual awakening or your journey with your family, and how people tried to stop you from taking the journey to self. Really, from stopping you to discover who you are, y'all. Like, somebody, you finna write about this. Hey, can we get it over to 200 likes this morning, y'all? We only need, what is that, 12, 13, 8, 9, 10, 12 more to go. All right, 12 more likes, y'all, to get me to 200. Somebody, you're going to write a book, or your business as an entrepreneur is going to have a lot to do with your spiritual journey, y'all. Death is in the reverse. It could even be about how you were resistant, y'all, to seeing things about the people around you, or resistant to your own change. And you're going to write a book about this, y'all. That's beautiful. Yeah, you got to look. Somebody, you needed it. That's what it is. Sudden awareness. Yeah. Somebody, you just had a sudden awareness that that's what God has been trying to tell you. Somebody, you've been struggling with what it is that you need to do. God is saying your book, look, stop playing, y'all. The devil in reverse. Your book need to be about how you resisted the goddamn devil. Literally, your spiritual transformation, your sudden awareness of how people were showing up in your life. Y'all, look, Queen of Pentacles, and it's gonna make you a lot of damn, I'm talking about a lot of fucking money. It's gonna make you a lot of money, y'all. Queen of Pentacles. Somebody, you gonna write about it. And when you write about it, y'all, it's gonna set you up, y'all. Somebody you seeing, look, Ace of Pentacles. I could never make it up. Ace of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles, y'all. Somebody, as soon as you stop resisting whatever this is that you've been resisting with the devil in reverse, and death is in reverse, y'all. So I feel like you really gonna talk about, let me tell you, y'all, self-help books only help when you honest. That's a message for somebody. Self-help books are only sellers, like bestsellers. If you want a bestseller, you got to be honest. Don't nobody give about a shit about your life, y'all. Let's be clear. Me, you, or nobody. Nobody cares about people that much. We care about the lessons, y'all. We care about what the fuck you learn so that I can learn it too, y'all. So let me tell you, when you start writing self-help books and you are resistant to being honest, ain't nobody gonna buy that shit. Ain't nobody gonna buy it, y'all. When you are honest about what you've been through, people always want to know. Look, the moon and the damn tower, y'all. And somebody, this is about your family. Ten of Pentacles is in reverse. Somebody, you gonna write a book about your family and how they tried to make you lose everything financially. They tried to manipulate your mind with subconscious fears, and they tried to ruin you, y'all. This is somebody's family. You gonna write a whole book about that shit, y'all. Stop playing, and it's gonna bring you a lot of money. Three of Pentacles. You're going to find people to work with you and write this book, y'all. And somebody, when you do, it's going to bring you a lot of money. Why? Because there's healing, y'all. There is healing in writing your books. There is healing in going through and telling yourself and others about what you learned. There is no healing in just regurgitating your information. That's a biography, and you are not that important. Unless you Maya Angelou, I don't care about your biography or your documentary. I don't care about that. What's the fucking lesson, y'all? A lot of people just want to write shit with no lesson. Somebody, you finna write. And look, you're going to talk about how they gossip about your love and your childhood. Stop playing, y'all. Gossip. Somebody, you're going to talk about how people talked about you and about your relationships and about your childhood, y'all. And it's going to heal. It's going to heal your inner child. It is. It's going to bring you right out of isolation, y'all. Somebody, you're going to write about how people isolated you, right? So that you would lose opportunities, and you still the King of Pentacles. That's for a man, right? Somebody, you got a story in you, and you are a man. King of Pentacles. Queen of Pentacles is here too, y'all. Somebody, this was a relationship book, y'all. The King and Queen of Pentacles is out here, and they tried to make y'all lose everything, including y'all marriage, right? The Hierophant in reverse with the Ace of Cups in reverse. But you're going to write a book, and you're going to be honest about how your whole family tried to cost you your relationship. That's a message for somebody. That's for my authors, y'all. All right. Let me get to your angel numbers, y'all. I got to go get my Gigi baby. All right, y'all. Let me get to your angel numbers and your advice. All right. Today is a good day to take your time today. For some reason, I'm hearing restful energy today, y'all. So get some rest if you can today. All right. I know I got a couple sessions today that I'm looking forward to, y'all. All right. Rest if you can, as much as you can. Meet us on the Discord, y'all. What events we got going on today, Marky? I don't even know. I need to check our own damn schedule. All right. Meet us on the Discord today, y'all. All right. Meet us on Discord for whatever events we got going on today, y'all. All right. Discord is a community that I created for us, y'all. For the spiritual people who sometimes you just want to say, hey, y'all. I be posting pictures of the bears and the deers. I be sitting outside, y'all. Did y'all see the video I posted of Big Bertha walked through my backyard yesterday? Y'all, it was about a 400-pound bear. Walked through my backyard yesterday. I posted it on Discord, child. Big Bertha came through the backyard, and I said, that's a big-ass bear, y'all. But that was a big-ass bear. All right, y'all, let's get to your angel numbers and affirmations for today. All right, let's get your advice. All right, let's get your advice. All right, y'all. Stop ruminating over what you did or did not do today, y'all. All right, let it go. Do not ruminate today over what could have happened, would have happened, should have happened, right? Let it go, y'all. It says, let it go. Trust yourself always today, y'all. Trust yourself. Trust others once they've earned it. Hello, y'all. Trust yourself always. Trust others once they've earned it. I remember that you can't change anyone but yourself. Always remember that, y'all. You can't change anyone but yourself. All right. We got, you are too amazing to follow everyone else. You are too amazing, y'all, to follow. You got to forge your own path. All right. This is about forging your path. All right. The last one, y'all. Someone is in need of your love. Offer it to them. All right. Offer someone your love today. All right. Let's get to your angel numbers. Y'all know how we do. I'm excited. Angel numbers, y'all. If the number comes out, put it in the comments, y'all. If you see these numbers today, that means the universe is speaking to you. All right. If you see these numbers today, the universe is speaking to you. Are you paying attention? All right. Let's see, y'all. What's the first number? 28. I am a leader. All right, 28, y'all. Someone you could be born on the 28th. It says, I am a leader. In an effort to accomplish great things, you recognize the value of working with others. You make a capable and compassionate leader who can bring people together and drive a team towards achievement. All right. The number 2 is your next number, y'all. Number 2. All right. 282 is out here, y'all. All right. It says you have great talent for finding solutions. Your intuitive and unbiased nature allow you to see all sides of any situation and advise others towards the most fair and beneficial outcome. All right. The next number, the number 11. Beautiful, y'all. It says, I am intuitive. All right. Listen to your intuition today, y'all. All right. It says, you have keen awareness of what is happening around you. A strong intuition is your gift and will help you understand the unspoken feelings and thoughts of others. This insight allows you to be a great guide and supporter. Beautiful, y'all. The number 1. I love it. 1, y'all. It says, I am innovative. All right. You are a self-starter with very innovative ways of creating opportunity. Your determination and endurance are powerful and will help you get through rough times. All right, y'all. Now, y'all know how we do on my lives. This will be your last number. If you get this number, which will come out randomly, you get to ask me one question. You have to email the question. If you on my Discord, then just send me the question on Discord directly. If you, no, you got to be on Discord. I forgot, y'all. We were changing that. Hello. But y'all, Discord is free. So I'm going to tell you, just hop your ass on there, right? You get a 7-day trial. After that, it's $11 a month, y'all. If your ass can't afford $11 a month, I don't know what to tell you. So if you get it, you got to be on Discord to send the question. All right. Y'all ready? All right, y'all. We rolling. All right. Put your numbers in the comments. I'm going to shut. Oop, I ain't going to put that out. I wasn't ready. All right. Put your numbers in the comments, y'all. Let's get those numbers flying. All right. Let's get those numbers flying. All right. All right, y'all. I'm finna shuffle it out. Once the number comes out, you got to stop. Once the red signs are up, only the numbers in between the red will be counted. All right, y'all. Let's see. What is the final number? Whoop, over here, y'all. It is, stop. I'm wait till I see my red signs. All right, we can stop now. Okay, Kyra got it. All right, y'all. I already see one winner. I don't know who else. Okay, I'll even go to markings. All right. The number 10. I know Shantae got it because I saw 10. All right, who else got 10, y'all? I know Shantae got it. Who else got 10? All right, so if you guess the number 10, send me a message on Discord. All right, send me your question. I'll get it back to you later on today, and I send them through a voice memo. All right, I'll send you a voice memo. Who all we got, y'all? Let me know, y'all, and I'm gonna get y'all some badass affirmations as well for today. All right, who do we get it? Talking about just sing. You're so stupid. Oh, only Shantae? That's crazy. All right, Shantae, you know you my sister in the spirit, child, so stop playing. I love it. All right, Shantae, send me your question, love, and I'll get it back to you today. All right, y'all, let me get y'all some badass affirmations for today. All right, you a bad bitch, y'all. You a bad bitch. All right, let's talk about it, y'all. Badass affirmations. All right, y'all. It says don't half-ass anything. If you gonna fuck up, fuck it all the way up. I love it, y'all. That thing say don't half-ass anything. Now, if you gonna mess it up, girl, I'm gonna mess it all the way up. All right. Don't half do it now. Don't mess it up, child. You know me. If I'm gonna set the house on fire, I'm gonna set the house, the cars, the trees, the whole property, child. So let me tell you, if you gonna burn it up, girl, burn that thing down. Woo, child. Woo, child, y'all. All right, what else, y'all? Badass affirmation, y'all. It says, don't try to fit in. You were born to stand out, right? You were born to stand out, y'all. Don't try to fit in. All right. The last one. All right. The last message is I'm not a sunrise. I'm the fucking sun. Say that, y'all. I love it. It says I'm not a sunrise. I'm the fucking sun. Hello. Beautiful day, y'all. I'll see y'all back in the morning at 7:15, y'all. I had an awesome morning with y'all. We will be on Discord later, y'all. All right. Now I might hop into Discord later and do a private session for y'all. All right. But I know that I'm not going to go live here, but I may hop into Discord later, y'all, and maybe we do a private session or something like that on the Discord. All right, y'all. Have a beautiful day, y'all. Work day flow, y'all, on the Discord. All right. If y'all go in the Discord in the sound rooms, we have like music going. All right. We all be in there chatting. Actually, I'm going to be on there today, y'all, more today because I don't have a whole lot going on today. I'm actually resting today and doing a couple of personal readings. All right, y'all. So make sure y'all on the Discord, vibe it out, y'all. All right, have a beautiful day. Naya, I got you in a little bit. And I forgot who else I got today. I know I got 2 sessions today. All right, y'all. Have a beautiful day, y'all. Love and light, the Lady Empath, 1111.